guys, it's Steve.
Hey.
Nick.
And we just want to take a second to wish you all a very Happy New Year. That was terribly done on Zoom, but that's okay. Well, it'll sound fine. Happy New Year, everybody. Have a wonderful, safe, happy, healthy New Year. We hope that you enjoy yourselves, whatever it is that you're doing. Just this year has been fantastic. So we hope you guys enjoy your New Year's, the rest of your holiday, and go into 2025 running.
Have a great time, everybody. Be safe.
Happy New Year.
Hello, and welcome to Kickin' and Crocs, the podcast. We talk about martial arts stuff, geeky stuff, and it is the last episode of 2024, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm asking to drop one right before we end. Maybe we'll do a double.
I don't see why we would do that, but maybe. Who knows?
Maybe so we can hit episode 100.
Episode 100's next week, man.
Yeah, and a new year, but maybe we want to hit 100 before the year ends.
We would have to.
Who knows?
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll do a special drop.
Okay, anyway, I'm Steve, 1/3 of Kickin' and Crocs.
I'm Dave, the other third of Kickin and Crocs.
And I am Nick, the final third of Kickin' and Crocs. What's up, everybody?
What's going on, guys?
I like how your microphone appears and disappears.
Because it's
Yeah,
when
it's
he
magical.
moves. When he moves. Yeah, so to the audio listeners, we are on Zoom once again. I know, for the
We don't
final
get into
episode of the
why.
year. For the final episode of the year, we're on Zoom.
The potential final episode of the year.
And it's all Dave's fault. It's completely Dave's fault, 100%.
We can trace it back past
All Dave's
me.
fault.
So
It's all Dave's fault. It's Dave's fault. So let's, first and foremost, let's start with some Christmas recaps, guys. How was our Christmas?
it was yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave. You can start off.
No, let's hear about the jolliness first. Let's hear how was everybody's Christmas.
The holly jolliness. Mine was okay. Mine wasn't bad. Did a lot of moving from place to place, but so it was a bit hectic. But
Where'd you move from?
we did our house, and then Christmas Eve we had to cancel our aunt's because our aunt was sick. Hey, so
That's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So
Aunt
you
was
didn't
sick.
go to your aunt's.
Didn't go to aunt's, and then we ended up not going to uncle's either. So all the original plans were just scrapped like the day before. So we ended up we went to older brothers, and then we went to go visit my grandmother in the rehab. And that was in two complete opposite directions of each other. So we literally traveled south and then traveled way back up north, past our house, back up north, and then back to our house. So
Wait, and that was Christmas Eve?
that was Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. Okay. Very nice. Any big are you guys a big present family or
Big present family. I wouldn't say big present family. I got a good amount of gifts. Got some good. Ooh, there was one gift from one of the students. I sometimes save some of the gifts from the students to open up on Christmas morning if they're like bigger gifts. If it's not just a card, I usually save it if it's like a gift. So then
is grabbing from the universe right now?
That's it. He is pulling from the
Wow,
space
back into our
itself.
dimension.
So this one is from Mason. It's
Ooh, a Venom
camera to see
comic.
the whole thing. Yeah, it's a Venom
Oh,
comic, and then it's a whole bunch of Venom
That's
comics.
Oldly drawn.
Yeah, it's
That's a
old, but
90s
it's got a
drawn
bunch of ones. Yeah, it's can't get the camera to show most of it, but it's like Venom and Punisher.
Venom,
It's
Yeah.
like,
let me get
and then it's got a lethal
I'm listening. I'm
Venom
going to
lethal
go-
protector. It's a bunch of.
you
It's
can
like a
still
whole
hear me 'cause I
package.
have my earbuds.
Yes,
Yeah, we
very
hear you.
nice. It's
That's cool.
a whole package of 2 different series, I think. So, and they're like official comics too, like not like the graphic novels of today. They're like actual.
Well, the graphic
old
novels are
school
good
comic
too.
book.
They're just like
The graphic novels are good. Yeah.
Yeah, the graphic novels are a compilation of the comics in one kind of suite, but that's the great though. Those are awesome.
I just love
And I like that they're in the plastic. Very nice. Did they have the hardback to them or no?
No, it was literally like the official like comic book. So it feels like an old
I
school
didn't
comic
know
book.
if in the packet they put a hardback behind the comic.
Oh
Keep it
yeah,
straight.
yeah. That was
Oh,
in the
good.
package. Yeah, that was in there.
That's so cool. That's so cool. They're really
well-
nice.
While he's grabbing.
I didn't know you were a Venom fan.
I mean, I'm just a
Comics in
comic
general.
book fan in general. Yeah. And then there's
So
one
yeah,
other.
Luca's loving Venom right now, so he's definitely looking forward to getting some of those at some point.
There was one more. This
Oh,
was
okay.
from.
So Dave just got back. Steve, what else you got, buddy?
So this is from one Mike Shannon, guest on the podcast.
Ooh, one Mike Shannon,
about
not
a
two
year
Mike
ago.
Shannons, just
Not
one.
two. There's only one Mike Shannon that we know, and he painstakingly apparently spent 5 hours going through and
Drawing you a
trying
Venom
to
comic.
no, trying to use
Find a good quality.
AI to generate fantasy pictures of me
You
and the
in a
rest
bathing
of our
suit.
group. So he literally had AI generate this.
Is that
That's
Dave?
pretty cool.
That looks like Dave.
No, that totally looks like
I know.
Steve.
You know, he's
I
just
know,
being
I
silly.
know,
He's
I
just
know.
being-
It
he's
looks
being
awesome.
him.
That looks fantastic.
So
Yeah,
he
you
literally
see the
got that
reflections.
framed and stuff. I
Yeah.
know, I know, but it's
That's cool.
super cool.
That looks awesome.
And he painstakingly said that he kept on like retrying it to get it to look just right, and I think it came out like awesome.
That came out
So,
pretty darn
it
good.
is an
I know, I
AI
think if
picture
you
of me
were,
as a
knight,
paladin.
my
My,
friend. Yeah, if
my
you were a
wife got
knight in a
me-
religious times, that's the way to go.
My wife got me. Oh man, I'm gonna have to shut off my background so you can see.
I cannot see it. Hold on. No,
uh,
no.
uh,
Dave, you have to be behind it. There
Yeah,
it is. There it
put
is.
your head behind it.
Is that
Try to get
you?
your head. There you go. Oh,
is
it's a
me
it's
as
a
a Funko
custom
Pop.
Funko Pop.
She got me a
Oh,
custom
nice.
Funko Pop. She was disappointed a little bit in the goatee because like it was supposed to be like a mix of black and gray, but it's more gray than that. It's like that's gonna be my beard in like another year.
What's in your hand?
A pizza box.
Okay, you're
That's
delivering
super cool.
pizza. I like it.
We need to
I'm
do that
delivering pizza.
for
No,
the three of
it's
us
pretty
as
good.
Kickin' and Crocs guys. We need to do that
That's
for the
really
three of
good.
us as
That's
Kickin'
awesome.
and Crocs guys. That's what we need to do.
That would
Yeah,
be cool. I wonder if they
That
do
would
the
be
custom
cool.
logo on our shirts.
it's
I
pretty
bet you
good.
can upload an image. Yeah, there has to be.
That's awesome, Dave. That's really
And
cool. Bring it
then-
back
That's
in.
awesome.
I didn't get to see all of it. Are you going to take it out at all?
I haven't decided yet because it says my name on the box.
I know, but it's so cool. Put the box like right behind it, maybe. I don't know, or like print up the name. That's so cool. That's
I
great.
usually, and I'm not one to keep things in boxes. I'm not that kind of collector.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
to
yeah.
like touch.
I
the
still have
toy.
all of my Funko Pops over here behind
No,
me.
but
I
I
know you
get
can't see
that
them in
one.
boxes.
I
Yeah,
get
Yeah,
it.
all of mine are out on display. I don't box.
So Dave, when do you sign the box? Now or do we wait?
When do we get the
Right?
autographed
So we're a
versions?
little bit more famous. I also I did get if you can see these.
Yeah.
Tell
I
me,
can.
is that from your parents?
No,
They're
this is my
Crocs.
parents. This is my parents.
Okay.
These
those
are the Croc. These are puffs. They are Croc puffs.
Croc Puffs.
nice. They look good. Now, would you wear those indoors
This
mostly?
actually the classic puff mock, like a moccasin.
Would you wear those indoors or are those like?
No, dude, you can wear them indoors and outdoors.
No, I'm saying, what are you thinking? Like in your
I'm
head?
gonna wear them. I've got some outfits that are gonna work with this. Don't you worry.
Oh, I never do. The one thing I don't worry about you with
Don't
Dave
you
is
worry.
outfits. Yeah, you've got that together, sir. If we learned anything from the Lohmeyer interview was that you and Lohmeyer got outfits.
That's true.
I'm sure my wife
Very
was
true.
thrilled when I opened those. She was.
Oh,
not
I'm sure she
thrilled.
was very happy.
She was not happy.
No, they're cool. I love the
We still
Funko
have-
Pop too. That's great.
We still have one more day of Christmas that we have to do.
Yes,
So,
us too.
Like Kelsey and I split our gifts, so we only gave part of the gifts to so normally do part at my parents' house and then part at her parents' house.
So you did your parents' house, obviously.
Yes. So how was your Christmas, Nick, before we get into my disaster?
Well, you know what? It was as expected, which is good, right? We went to visit family in Staten Island. We went to my dad's first on Christmas Eve.
You're like me. You do the 7 dishes of fish.
Yeah, well, yes and no.
I mean,
We talked
the
about this last time.
festivity of it.
Yes. Yeah. My dad made an awesome marinara sauce with 7 fishes in it, but not 7 separate dishes. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
we don't
had
do
all
the
time.
7 fishes.
Yeah, and it was really good. Oh my God.
Actually,
And,
this was the first year. Go on.
no, go ahead. First year.
This is the first year my cousin hosted, who has a brand new house in where's she? Kelsey, where's
Caldwell?
she's in the shower.
Shadow half.
Caldwell?
I forget where she's at, but really, really like a really nice neighborhood. They're pretty well to do. So
Nice.
they got married last year and they bought this gigantic house.
Mhm.
So this was their first year hosting it. So she overdid the catering.
There's no such thing.
Like way over. Nah, she had half trays and she didn't even take out. And she's like, I overestimated everything. And then,
That
you
just
know, all
means
the
you didn't
families
eat
chip
enough.
in. We all she divide. You know, we all chip in
Took some
money
leftovers home, I bet.
wise. What's that?
Took some leftovers home, I bet.
Oh yeah, yeah, I have some. And then but the guy that usually does the fish hurt his foot pretty bad, and I got a cortisone shot in it the day before, so he
Hmm.
actually didn't come.
Oh.
So there weren't, as
Oh,
far
so
as I know, there were no fish that I could see.
no
There was like
fish,
shrimp.
Um.
There was like shrimp and stuff,
Yeah.
but all the
Yeah.
traditional
but
stuff
not
that's
the
usually
traditional.
like they spend their time making.
Mm.
Didn't
Yeah,
see any.
it depends on where we go, right? So at my dad's, we always have the marinara sauce with all the fish. Sometimes he'll do the lobster tail separate. Here, this year he put it all in there, and it tasted fantastic. Anyway, my family, my side of the group, Izzy and the kids don't really eat fish that way. So he made them a piccata sauce with,
Right.
with with linguine, and then my sister and her boyfriend were there. My mom, the woman that helps out at the house. So everybody kind of jumped in and ate, which was really good. And then we went to Staten Island and met up with her aunt and went out to a nice Italian restaurant out there and ate again. Now there we did not have the seven fishes at the restaurant. They had though for 85, 89 bucks the seven fish like tour, and the amount of food was obscene.
I
Like
can imagine.
I'm like, wow, $89 is a lot of money. But when you saw the amount of food that you were getting for $89,
Right. Worth it.
holy man. If I hadn't eaten at my dad's already, I would have considered just going for that ride and seeing what it was like. I think we might have to try it out again sometime next year. But it
Yeah, for
was
sure.
really, really cool.
Pretty
And
good.
then the next day, Christmas was just at my, well, not just, but it was, we do presents at my house in the morning and then my aunt's in the afternoon. It was great.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody in my house is surviving so far because usually Christmas is my downfall. Has not been.
Usually the break is my downfall. It's like my body's like, hey, we don't
It's
have
like,
to work around children for a
buddy,
week. Let's
we've been
relax.
holding off this sickness for the entire
Yeah.
year. It's your
Yeah,
turn now,
seriously. That's
pal.
so so where do I begin of my debacle that
Let's
was?
start with your wife.
Was the night before Christmas. So the Monday, so we were still open Monday the 23rd, um, at the school. So Kelsey had the day off. So she was gonna, stay home, do her thing. And so I get up to go for my run. And somewhere along the way, I get a message that she's not feeling great. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll be home in a minute. So I kind of cut my run a little bit short, which I was going to do anyway. Um, and then she was like, she tanked real hard,
Hmm.
like couldn't
At first I
move,
was like, is
like
she skiing? Like what's,
healed over, like the real bad stomach bug.
oof.
So my in-laws actually came and took the kid, because nobody was due to babysit 'cause she was supposed to be home.
Yeah.
So she was down and out for the count. So that was Monday. Then Tuesday was Christmas Eve, right?
Yep.
So she was a wreck all day Monday. So I was like, all right, I'm keeping my distance. I stayed away from her. Um, Slept on the couch, or she slept on the couch and I slept in the bed because she was on the couch all day.
Hmm.
I
So
don't
she's
know.
like, just leave me here. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We stayed. So Christmas Eve morning, she felt pretty good.
Now at this point, Declan's back at the house with you, right?
Yeah, yeah, and he's back home. He's fine. So she stayed at home. So we wake up Christmas Eve morning. She feels great. She's like 90-ish% better, but she's like, I don't think I want to drive up north. I don't want to risk getting anybody else sick. So we're like, okay, not a problem. Um, so I end up picking up my parents, and then me, my parents, Declan head up north to the big Christmas Eve festivities, which is weird being there without her. And I felt bad because she's sitting at home by herself. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
she was like real upset that
I
she
had to
wasn't
do that
coming.
for Nicole for Thanksgiving. It's not great.
She was not happy to not be there, number one. So she was already like in a bad mood. And then like she was like, all right, I took her car, but I took my keys because I take my keys everywhere. So she's like, all right, well, I think I'm going to go out and get soup at Wawa,
Okay.
first real solid food or whatever. So I was like, okay. Um, take my car. There's a spare key. The key fob's dead,
Oh
so she
no.
can't even take my key. So I'm actually messaging Corsentino as like, take my wife to Wawa, but
Please.
she had door dashed it by that point. After trying to
Okay.
figure out the whole thing with my key, she eventually just door dashed it. So she was trapped at home the whole Christmas Eve night.
Ugh.
Yeah. So we get home. She sees Declan. She gets into bed, and whatever. Half an hour goes by. I'm like, all right, I gotta go wrap some presents. So I walk past Declan's bedroom into my bedroom. Like, hey, stay out. I'm wrapping presents. You know. And as I'm walking back to get like scissors, I hear, yeah, exactly. I hear him make a sound I've never heard him make before. So
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Kels, is that baby monitor on? And she's like, no, I was just about to turn it on. I was like, well, he just made a weird sound. Turn that thing
Oh
on. So
no.
she turns it on, and in his crib is just vomit everywhere. And we're like, oh no.
Oh God.
So
I feel bad for him.
we get him out. She's getting him clean. We rip up the sheets, like all of the crib, whatever. So he vomited another 9 times that night, and almost exclusively on Kelsey because he only
he
wanted to be
was
held by her. So she
Oh
went through
he
like
was
man.
8 wardrobe changes, several blankets. So she finally
he was
finally
pretty
get him to stop
filled.
vomiting and to
Yeah,
chill.
seriously.
So then she's like laying him. We put a big towel over the bed. So she's laying in our bed with him, like just trying to get him to calm down, right? So he finally goes to sleep, and I'm like, oh, I'm still gonna get some kind of Christmas cheer. So we got him one of those little wooden climbing things. You
Mhm.
probably saw
Okay.
in the picture.
Yes, I saw it. Looked
Um,
great.
so I had to put that together. So I was like, I was gonna put it together that night. So I'm like, I'm still gonna put it together. Whatever. There's gonna be some Christmas cheer. So they're sleeping in the back room. I start putting this thing together at like 2 in the morning. Yeah, I know, because it took us that long just to get him to stop vomiting and clean.
Okay.
So I start putting this thing together, and you gotta screw in every single ring on the ladder, rung on the
Mm.
ladder on both
Yeah.
ladders.
Hmm.
So it took a good amount of time. And then as I'm getting through it, I'm just finishing. I'm like, oh, I don't feel so good.
Oh no.
So I'm like, I think it's hitting me. So then I end up like going into the bathroom, and I'm not doing it. I'm just pacing. You know, when you're just like, I'm pacing like back and forth in the mirror,
Yes.
and I have a water
Yes.
cup, and I'm like, we're good. We're good. So nothing happens, but I end up
I
going back
think you
into the
were
living
just
room.
fatigued at that point.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, I've been up forever. Uh, so I end up curling up on the couch. And I'm just like, I didn't even go to the bed. I just curled up the couch. I fell asleep. So we wake up Christmas morning. Um, Declan feels fine. He looks like he's back to himself.
Oh, amazing!
So we're like, yay. We're still not gonna go to her parents, like her aunts. We usually do like her aunts. And we're like, we're gonna not do anything. We'll go see my parents later on during the day instead of in the morning.
And at this point, how long are you vomit free?
Me?
All right, no, him.
Declan.
A couple hours.
Okay.
So he's like back to pretty much normal. Um, and her parents were like, keep him away. And my parents were like, we want to see if they're going to Missouri. And they're all around kids all the time anyway, because they're both bus
Yeah,
drivers.
bus driver. Yeah.
So we're
Immune
like, okay, we're
systems of
not gonna
steel.
go. So we waited till like 4 o'clock in the afternoon to go see him. So by that time he had been pretty vomit free.
Mm.
So and Kelsey bounced back real quick too. So we're like, okay. Um,
So at this point, you were
so we
saying
go
she
see
was
my
pretty much better.
parents. So we go see my parents. We see them for like an hour. Um, I eat a bagel. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. Last night was just a fluke. I'm good. Um, he seems okay. We see them for a little bit. We come back here. They go off to Missouri. All is right with the world. Then the next day, which is I guess Thursday, yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Thursday morning. Kelsey, we get up like normal. I'm holding him. She gives him a bottle. He finishes she's holding him. She gives him a bottle. She hands him off to me. She goes to the bathroom. He immediately pukes all over me.
Was that the first bottle you'd given him since this, or
No.
no?
Hmm. That would have made sense,
So
Steve. I get it.
Right? Because like, what
so
was the
now
delay there?
it's
Anyways,
all over
Yeah.
me.
yep, it's all over you.
So the rest of the day, he's just sleeping. He doesn't want to
I
do
think
anything.
Dave just made him sick.
He's just
Probably.
sleeping. He's lethargic. So now, as he's sleeping and lethargic all day, I'm starting to fade. So now I'm getting like, oh no. So I'm crashing. I'm getting sick. Like, and I end up with this pounding headache, and my stomach is an absolute disaster.
You
But
definitely had it too, yeah.
oh yeah. No, I couldn't move. I was a disaster. So we get to the nighttime, and he's looking pretty bad. So we're like, we probably got to get this kid fluids. So we end up going to a point satellite ER. And I called ahead of
Mm.
time, let them know what was going on. Now I'm sick as a dog, so I'm like, I was like, I'm gonna take him. You stay home. We're just gonna go get some fluids, right?
Nicole had mentioned, and I forgot that I told her to call you guys, and I don't know what happened, but the Pedialyte ice pops that he might like to suck on it.
We yeah tried that.
Oh, I did. Okay.
So she goes over to the satellite ER, and I'm laying on the couch like, and I'm trying to keep track. We're texting back and forth, and I end up passing out, and I wake up. It's been 2 hours. She's there. They still haven't given this kid IV. Well, I'm like, what the heck? She's like, I was like, go talk to the doctor. I said, or I'm going to drive over and I'm going to talk to him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she's like, I'm going to try it my way because she knows if I go in, I'm going to be like shot out of a cannon. So,
Half sick, keeled over.
but listen,
But why? The doctors weren't fighting you at all. They just didn't know what to do, or what was going
no,
on?
no, 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 no. The service was terrible. Like,
Oh.
they were all friendly, but like, nobody was checking in on him. Nobody was listening to what was going on. They'd come in. He was hard to understand when the kid, because he was crying, obviously. So he was a very
And
soft
he's a
talker.
kid.
So 2 hours go
Really?
by. He still hasn't got an IV. I'm like, go tell them he needs fluids. And then the doctor goes, oh, I thought you said he was drinking water. And we're like, what?
That's why we're here.
The whole reason what? So, and Kelsey was starting to get, because she hadn't really eaten that day. So she was starting to get a little like fatigued. She's like, you need to bring me a snack or something. I was like, all right. You know what? I felt bad that I wasn't there anyway. So I got off the couch and I drove over. Now I'm flying. I thought I was going to get pulled over because the lights started to turn amber, orange.
Yeah.
And I gunned it to get through the light. And there was a police officer right there. And he pulled out and started following me.
Oh,
And he's
no.
followed me the whole way until I turned into the ER thing. And then he was like, okay. Then he just kept going.
I think that's what he realized. He's like, ah, okay, I see, I get it. Yeah.
I think he saw me turn into the ER thing and he was like, got it. So
good cop at least.
Yep.
I come in and I get to the front desk. I'm like, hey, I'm here. My son and wife are here. He's like, what's the last name? I was like, spell it out. It's like Zappos. And he's like, I don't have any record of them. And I'm like,
Kidding me.
so I'm like taking a deep breath because the whole ride over, I'm just breathing. I'm like, I don't feel good. And my patient is now at 0 because she's been there for 2 hours. So I'm like, okay. I said, Declan. And as I'm talking to this guy, he's like, I don't see them in the computer. It's like, she's been here for 2 hours. And the guy at the desk over was like, oh, you're here for the baby, Declan. Oh, yeah, no, room 8. I was like,
The Hail Mary pass from the guy on the right.
I was like, thank you. And I'm walking. So they could see I'm pissed now because I'm walking in going, like, take a deep breath. I'm like, don't murder anybody. Don't murder anybody.
Yeah, for real.
Like, I'm talking to myself to, like, don't snap at anybody. They're doing their
It's a
best.
holiday. It's a holiday.
That's kind of, I'm muttering to myself, like, it's not their fault. It's a holiday. So I go in.
Well, it is
they
their
got
fault
the
that he's not in
IV
the
finally.
computer, but
They got the IV finally in his arm. So
Nice.
he's laying there with the IV in his arm. He ended up, so I saw everybody. I sat down in the chair with them and we were there. He took 2 IV bags. So we were there another 2
need that
hours.
bad, huh?
You need
And the
it.
doctor came in and he was like, I'm sorry. I thought she said he was taking water. It's like, it's not, that's fine. I
Yeah,
said,
we're
I'm
here
just a
now.
little aggravated because she's been here for 2 hours. And I did call ahead and say we were coming in for fluids. Even the guy at the desk knew we were coming in for fluids.
Don't go back to that place.
So
you're
my
there for
aggravation
fluids
was
then. Got it. Okay.
my aggravation was a little heightened, and then I was like, "What?" Like What got me was when she walked in, the guy, I said, well, what are you guys here for? What are the symptoms? She said, oh, well, he was vomiting the other day. She said, he's like, say no more. Like, no. Your job is to take as much information as humanly possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna say more.
But whatever. I mean, they were all friendly. And like, I was cordial the whole time. And then, like, my tone was always like this. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I never raised my voice. I was always
Didn't
very
have
even
to.
keel. Well, both the doctor and the nurse though were like apologetic. It's like, oh, we misheard. We thought he was taking waters. Like, no, I understand. Not a problem. So we got fluids. We got him home. Um, yeah. So that was Christmas. That was the day after Christmas Day, and then he still really quite hasn't bounced back yet. He had like half a meatball today. I finally started to feel a little bit better. Like, what's today? Saturday. We're
Saturday.
filming this.
Mhm.
Friday night, I think I started to feel a little bit better, more myself.
Nice.
I had like a piece of chicken yesterday, so it was last night, and then today I'm still a little lethargic, but pretty much
I,
me.
Cool.
I've been nowhere near the issues you've had, but I've
The
definitely
kid's
had
still
some.
sleeping though. By the way,
Oh, good.
still really.
That's
I mean,
good.
today he drank a little bit more water and he
Let him sleep.
took interest in things. So like he
That's
did
good.
have moments where he was awake and playing with things.
Yeah, let him sleep.
But crazy.
Yeah, I
The
did the
nurse
walk
was
today,
good though. I
Kate.
had to say the nurse was good.
I did do the walk, the nighttime walk where you're like, I think I'm gonna throw up, but I'm gonna
Ah,
try not to. But that was only one day, and then for me, I think it was good old overeating.
yep,
Hey, I tell
yep.
ya.
Like you got to try it all. You got to try it all. It's like you should pace yourself. I was like, I am pacing myself at a
No.
very fast,
Yeah.
uncontrollable pace.
This is my pace. This is my fast pace.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
I'm glad you guys are on the mend. That's the good thing.
yeah. We've been locked in this house though for days, not doing anything. Just
I've
watching
been
him
there.
sleep or him sleeping on us.
My
It's good
father
either.
told me when I was younger, I always got sick on the holidays, and
We did
even now that
watch.
we're older, my kids do too. So,
Yeah, Rob was telling us he's got a hospital band for the last couple of Christmases. They put on the tree, so we actually ended up we kept his hospital band.
oh, did you really?
Yeah,
And
it
you're
made
gonna
us
put
think
it
of it,
on
so
the
we kept his
tree.
hospital band to put it on the tree. But yeah, we did end up watching that Christmas on Netflix, which was pretty good. A little animated thing on Netflix was
That's
pretty
What's
right.
it
You're
good.
called?
talking as
Oh, that Christmas. Oh yeah, I didn't see. I
It
remember
was
you
pretty
talking
good. It
about
was cute. It was very cute. We liked
nice.
it. And then I watched Kung Fu Panda 4. And
Yeah, man.
it. It wasn't horrible.
yeah, it was all right. It was all
It's the
right.
fourth movie. You know what I mean? Like now they're grasping at straws for storylines.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
thought Aquafina did good as the cat
yeah.
character. Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of been our Christmas so far.
And
We still have not done Christmas at her parents. So the idea is we're going to do it tomorrow if everybody's feeling a little bit more
Are they
healthy.
gonna let you come over?
that's the question, huh?
The plan is to see how he's doing tomorrow during the day to see if we're going to go over for a bit.
All
All
right.
right.
Fair enough.
So
That's fair enough. I get it. They don't want to get everything crazy.
nowhere near it. So yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that he's feeling better. When you told me, or you told us, when you sent that message, he's adult vomiting. I'm like, that's the worst.
Oh yeah, it was the real deal. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was Christmas. So yeah,
So
it's
that
been
was
a wonderful
Christmas.
break of getting nothing that we wanted to do done.
There you go.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
Uh,
Something always
and
comes
I
And
feel
up.
bad because he's just been sleeping the whole time.
Well, gonna
But,
happen.
but that Christmas day, my parents did sit down and we did watch how the Nick Stole Christmas.
Yes. We released our Christmas special. People, if you have not seen this Christmas special that we released, what are you doing? Go watch it. I will link it down in the description below. Go and watch it. How the Nick Stole Crocsmas
Yeah,
is out
Joe
live.
Copenhaver actually messaged me. He was like, "That's some of your finest work."
I'll tell you, I definitely had folks watching it that have not watched our stuff before, and some really funny comments, and not necessarily in the video, but like to me directly, and sending it to other people. Like I actually
No,
saw
good.
it forwarded
Your
out.
acting was on point. I have to say.
Oh boy,
No,
I don't know
your
about-
acting was fantastic. I thought it was
it
hysterical.
was the script work that made it all happen, and the video. So thank you
Your,
both for
your,
that.
your
Because
acting was on point. I saw some compliments in your singing, Steve.
Uh,
Your singing was good, even with the.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
I thought it could have been better, but that's just me being a perfectionist.
No, I don't think it could have been better. I think with the script being written to include Crocs and my name and all crazy, points of disillusion and negativity, it had to do it, and then you try to keep it that same tone as the original song. Man, you can't really ask for much more than what you did. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to the original song on the drive home, and I was like, oh man, I had a hard time singing along to that song and not singing.
Sing our version now, right? You're a mean one.
Yeah, don't
Master
you dare.
Nick.
You're fired.
I'm fired.
And but listen, here's the thing: we're not $1 million, production company.
No.
I thought it came out great.
We need. I mean, we're a writing room in itself. I mean,
that was
combined.
It was a good. It took a lot.
That was a good joint effort. That was
between all of us. Yeah, for sure. I thought all three of us
you
equally
wrote the
balanced
script.
it.
I wrote the song. Nick, your acting was your facial expressions.
Spot on.
Yeah, less the audio. Yeah, less the words.
Just enough campiness and like just exactly what we're looking for. Like definitely not meant to be taken seriously in the least. Meant to make you laugh. Supposed to be overacted.
Like a fool.
Oh yeah,
I could take Jim Carrey.
Yes.
You made Jim Carrey look like a fool playing the Grinch.
That is an amazing compliment because Jim Carrey is a rock star. I appreciate.
Oh my god, he's fantastic too. That's probably my favorite.
I think it's been a pretty good video though.
It was a great video. It's got 264 views as of right now, as of today, which is I don't want forget if that beats the Halloween video within the first couple days of it being posted or not.
Well, I'll tell you what's funny about it is that people are wanting the hokiness. Like they're like, oh, it's exactly what I hoped it would be, right? Like when I talk to somebody,
what we're known
it's not
for.
really done with. Like it's not supposed to be. Like the way you guys and your site is like if the production value is too high, it would be way out of what you guys are doing. Like, this is great.
Well, we're not gonna put you in like Grinch costume makeup and like
no, that was never the plan.
That
was never the plan.
No, but I thought it was really cool. I thought again, the music was right on point. The dictation, Dave, excellent job. Right on point. I love how you added the little Dave animation to show that he was the narrator. That was cool.
I had to because Dave like barely showed up in the video at all. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like take the picture and like AI turn it into like a cartoon and just have him float up with a book.
I'm not gonna lie, Dave. The scene where I took the shoes from you, I had my buddies were cracking up at that scene. Like coming up to you next to the bed and then taking the shoes, and the fact that you had your toes out with those socks. You were dying.
That doesn't matter to me if I'm like appear in a video or not. It's about the final product. I thought
it was a good touch. I thought
it was neat. Oh yeah. The stupid snoring.
And he caught it in there. He caught it in there. Steve definitely made sure that stood out. That
was a stupid video.
It was a lot.
My wife pointing from the bathroom too. It was pretty.
Oh, so much fun.
And then Anthony Bots? It was like, was that her standing?
Anthony Bots, Anthony Bots immediately.
But those are those teasers that if you're not watching it, you're not getting it. You're just like, okay, so what? There's an arm pointing, but right away you have Anthony and a couple other folks that are like, okay, oh, there's Kelsey, there she is.
It was good how you stopped the music long enough for him to say, "Thanks, Kelsey."
Thanks, Kelsey. Like, I just lowered it down enough for her to be able to hear him say that, and then he goes walking by.
And then we kept the teaser at the end to tie her back into it. I like it.
I tried my best to make sure people could see what was written on the paper.
No, you did a great job. I didn't think
and then
you got angle when you took it.
I was like, I can't have this be like a normal Christmas song, so I had to have it be like a creepy. You better watch out. You better not cry.
It's almost like transitioning to a horror movie.
Almost. It was almost.
To come up with something for Easter.
We have some ideas. Valentine's Day is technically next, but we don't need to.
We gotta
go too
pick
crazy.
like an off holiday, like Kite Day or something. Like we gotta grab like a weird,
Kite
gotta
Day.
grab
like an Arbor Day special.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to look up if there is a holiday for Crocs. That's what we need to find out. There was a holiday for literally everything.
I think we missed it.
You know,
we need to be on it for next year.
I definitely want when the groundhog comes up for a spring. Like I think we need something for that. Like,
Well, I think you're
Groundhog
right.
Day?
Our bald heads can,
yeah, like comes out of a crock or something.
our bald heads can pop out. I mean, that's
That'd be
if the
funny.
sun reflects off of Dave's head.
Oh,
In a certain
we gotta
angle.
do something. We gotta do something.
We'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
maybe
We got
like a
time for it.
sundial with a crock.
I mean, a lot of that you guys shot without me, for
Yeah.
scheduling reasons.
Well, yeah, like if we look at it the way that it worked out
in my house.
for scheduling, it was kind of tough. We really we were not prepared, I think, when we had the idea for the amount that we were going to have to do for it.
I knew how much. I was like, oh my God, guys, this is a great script, but there's a lot of airtime here.
Yeah. I also had to make sure that I filled the entire song as well. So there was some tricks I had to do.
Yeah, I
to
saw
kind
like
of
you rewound and kind of like reversed a couple to put them back in this way.
I had to do that just so we had enough. But it literally, we got all of the footage like by Christmas Eve. So my Christmas Eve was literally editing that video.
Minute, right?
So I got up Christmas Eve. I forget what I did in the morning. I think I just did my normal morning routine, just like, had my cup of tea and stuff like that. And then I sat down after lunch. I was like, all right, crack the knuckles, here we go. And then I sat there all the way until dinner time. And I think I sent you guys a Snapchat and I was like, all right, it's done.
I was actually driving home.
Yeah. It was.
And I'm going to say something.
watched-
That's a
I actually
record
got-
timing, Steve, because that's a
Oh
lot
my
to
God.
edit.
It took me
Kelsey
hours.
and I watched that pre-vomit. That was the first thing we watched it. And then like 20 minutes after watching, he threw up.
Oh, it took me
They made him
hours.
grow up. It was.
No.
That's
he
how
didn't
bad the
watch.
video was.
He was asleep. He didn't
No, he was
watch
so
until the next
excited.
day.
He couldn't hold it in.
I mean, we are, and my family in Missouri watched. So
Good.
I loved how you incorporated his scene at the end. That was cool.
Oh yeah. How could you not? I mean, that was
No, but I
oh my
like
God.
where you put it. Like that was now everything's all good, and here he
Yeah.
goes getting his Crocs back. That was neat.
Yeah, his little
Yeah.
smile.
No, it was really, really cool. And again, I totally agree. I think the hokiness of
It's us. That's us. That's our brand.
yeah, we had like
What
the
we are.
script was right on point. The dictation, like we had every part of that movie you could possibly get for us putting it together between the song, the dictation, and the hokiness of the actual action.
We even had your dog. We even had your dog in it.
who was really trying to get out of the bag.
Sack.
Actually,
Yeah, he was trying to get out of the bag.
yeah, Peter did
Let me
contact
out!
us about that. By the way, no.
Yeah, exactly. Get a text message.
Animal
No.
cruelty.
It was fun to film.
It was
fun to
good.
film. It was-
We
I mean,
have to keep on doing stuff like that. We got a lot of different other holidays. We can continue this cinematic
But we really-
universe.
We really also have to get back to our Magic Crocs stuff.
Well, I have some ideas about that, but we're gonna have to. We'll talk about that off air. So is that the spoiler
Yeah,
for
you
the
know
people?
what? Well, and we can. That might not have to be because we were trying to close that out. Maybe we were working too hard closing it out. Maybe it doesn't need to be something we close out.
It kind of
You know,
can stand alone, It doesn't. But like I said,
No,
I have some.
no. I'm saying it could be continuous. Like it doesn't have to close out. I'm not even
It could
saying
just be a
stand alone.
constant thing where we keep. Yeah.
Something new happens every time. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll
I
talk
have-
about it after.
Yeah, I have
I like
some
it.
ideas. So I can bring it up. But when it comes to hokiness, I really don't think anything beats the 12 Days of Kickmas.
This is the funniest thing. So I'm going to tell you guys a story. So I'm at my aunt's house on Christmas Day. I tell you, I go there every other year, right? We rotate in.
Yes.
And my cousin's there, my cousin Mark, and he comes up to me. Now, remember, I don't really know who watches our stuff and who doesn't.
Right.
I talk about it. I mention it at different events that I'm at. And he goes, hey, when is that other Kickmas thing coming out? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, well, I saw when you were doing the toothpick thing and then you were sick. And I'm like, what are you talking about right now? And he goes, oh, no, with your show. I'm following your 12 days, but did the other one come out yet? And I'm like, you're watching that? And I'm like, yeah, man, it's out. Yeah, I didn't
So
even
you're
really.
the one.
You're the one guy. I wasn't putting it together. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. I didn't know if the new one came out yet. I'm like, oh yeah, it's coming out. It'll come out today, later on today, after the show comes out. So then I sent the show out to my family. We have a family text and they were commenting on it. And It's funny because I just didn't think, I guess certain people were watching it until and then they proactively were like asking, hey, where's the next episode? Where's the next thing coming? So it's cool. It's cool to think that, folks are watching it, whether we're paying attention to it or not.
Writing those versions is getting
We've gotten we got so many compliments.
Year 3.
No, listen, we got so many compliments on the day 5s this year that's not a Kicks. We got so many compliments on that.
Yeah,
people were like, we can't wait to see what comes next. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what's next. I have an idea for next year's That's Not a Kick, by the way. I have an idea.
If we do the 12 again,
we have to now. We'll combine our powers.
I'll take the first kick.
The Mini Nick was pretty good. I thought the Mini Nick was pretty good.
Mini Nick was good.
I enjoyed. Yeah, I thought that came out pretty cool.
Mini Nick was good.
Behind the scenes.
I was gonna say, are we not going to talk about what happened with day 12?
Oh, we are behind the scenes with all the filming. So we're doing the 12 days of Kickmas, and then we got Nick Stole Crocsmas. We got Kickmas and Crocsmas going everywhere. We forgot to shoot day 12.
Forgot to shoot it. It did not. We talked about it a
Cat's
lot.
out of the bag.
It was written and we pre-sing everything. So.
Let me give it to you. Let me give it to you from my
perspective. We forgot to shoot day 12's video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me give it to you from my perspective.
Talk about your panic, Steve.
Oh my God. So I was pretty good this year about having them done prior to the day of. I was not able to do that for day 12, however, because like I said, Christmas Eve was spent editing how the Nick Stole Crocsmas video the entire time. So and by the time I was done with that, I'm so done with staring at my computer at that point. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it tomorrow before, and we'll take care of it then. It's fine. I'll just do it in the morning. I'll have some time. So I get there in the morning. And I'm sitting there, and I'm going through the folder. Like, I have the folder on my computer of all the videos that we took and stuff like that, and I'm going through it. Okay, there's day 11. Okay. Nothing after day 11.
I'm stepping away for 1 minute, gentlemen. I have a crying baby.
Yep, got you. Oh, no. Did he throw up again? I bet he threw up.
Be right back.
Hopefully not.
Bet it happened again. Live on air. This is how Dave has to deal with his sick son. Anyways.
No.
But
report at 9.
Yeah. But I'm looking, and all of a sudden I realize that, oh no, there's nothing in the file on my computer of any day 12. So I go back in my phone, and I'm scrolling through my phone because that's where all the videos were. And I see there is a video there, so I hit it, and it's literally like I described. So we had a couple of different ideas, everybody, for the 12 kicks incoming. One of which was going to be have Master Steve Vinatelli V-Rocket literally just drop kick one of the Wave Masters, just run into the screen and just go.
I'll be right back.
I thought you were already gone.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gone.
Oh, okay.
If you need to mute your headphones, please do so.
Take the headphones out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm taking them out now.
Okay.
Continue the story.
I will continue the story.
You were.
So that Dave guy, let me tell you something about him, okay? We really need to discuss
every
him.
Every time we try to get a word out. Every time.
Every time. He keeps coming back.
Yeah, for those of you listening, Dave, it continues to visit. I think he knows we're talking about him.
Yeah, every time I bring it up. Okay, where was I? So I found a video. So the original idea was for V-Rocket to drop kick one of the Wave Masters, just completely like obliterate this bag.
Which he did
yell,
test, we weren't videoing it.
And he did do it. He was saying, guys, what do you think of this? It was sort of like a test run. And he's so hysterically failed. Like, it was just so bad. Like, we were all just cracking up. And I'm so mad that I wasn't filming it at the time because it would have been really funny to post it.
Even as a afterward take.
Yeah.
The fact that he didn't get injured or break the bag was amazing.
Oh, God. It was so horrendously awful, and we were all cracking up, and then I realized I hadn't been recording, so I hit record right there just so I would have it going in case something else happened. Then we would have it, and then I could just leave it recording for when we filmed him actually drop kicking the bag. We never ended up doing that. We ended up just talking about a bunch of different things that we could do for it and never actually doing it.
We had a whole bunch of different ideas, like 12 kicking, somebody holding a bag, 12 kicks at the same time, different versions of kicks. The conversation was great.
Yeah.
But the execution was Non-existent.
Yep. So we had done absolutely nothing for 12. And so I messaged the guys. I was like, guys, do we have anything filled for Dave 12? And then Dave gets back to me and he goes, no, we don't. There's no day 12.
Yeah, and I think we all like did a big swallow at the same time. We're like,
you're like, uh-oh. He's
bowing
back.
out here, gentlemen.
Got it. Okay.
So, yeah, no, he just puked his guts out again.
No, do your thing. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
No, I think I'm gonna go do what I gotta do. Sorry, guys.
Yes, sir. No, don't
okay.
apologize to us, man. We're here for you.
That's
go do your thing, buddy.
Oh, dude, baby.
Oh man, poor guy was just pulling through, and this happened. Ugh,
crazy, man.
These stomach bugs don't let go. You know what I mean? Like once they're in, they're in. You know,
that's so true.
Yeah, I mean, I had a friend of mine get one. He got it from a different reason. He got it from something he ate on a vacation in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go to the hospital. Like, it was no joke, to the point where he was out of action for a week.
Yeah,
and he called me. Goes, if I ever say I want to go to Mexico again, decline that request. It's like, no, let's go.
Just tell me no.
Yeah, just say no. Say no.
Say no to me. Just don't let me go.
Oh my god. So you're frantically, telling us about this kick that we missed. Like, we completely missed it.
Yes.
Where's your head at this point?
I was well, at that point I immediately was thinking, okay, what can we do? So I was thinking, okay, either if they're too busy doing stuff, like I knew that Kelsey had been sick at this point, and this is Christmas Day, and I knew that he had also said that Declan was throwing up at this point. So I knew that he was probably might have to have his hands full with that. I knew you had family stuff planned with your family for Christmas, so I said, worst comes to worst, I'll literally just do something and then loop it 12 times over and have that be it, and that'll be fine. So, but it ended up that you guys were able to get something done. You were able to get something done for me. And Dave, I thought was genius. It was pretty cool, where he had the Crocs Lego fly in and kick himself and kick Declan. It was pretty good. And then you and your kids in the basement there, throwing your kicks on the bags there. It was
I told him, I said, throw your Croc sweater, your hoodies on. It's time to pull something together for Steve. He needs us.
It's
superhero time, boys.
Yep. And it came out just fine. And then I got my younger brother to just sit on the couch and hold the camera and bravely stand there while I ran at him to do a jumping kick at him.
Oh my gosh.
But,
that must have been a horrifying moment.
He didn't object to it too much. He seemed to trust me.
That was Izzy's first kick since she tweaked it at the black belt test. Test.
That's right. Yeah.
So I was like, she's like, can I throw a kick? I'm like, yes, you are. Steve needs you.
Just do it.
Now's the time.
Steve needs you. Steve needs you. Do it. So,
she did. She's like, okay, got it.
And it came out great.
That was great.
No, it did. It came out great, and we ended up getting it up in time, and people loved it. Probably because
you're getting feedback on the fifth day stuff.
Oh yeah, everybody's been like loving that because it's different every day, and they're like waiting in anticipation to see what it's going to be. That's become like the highlight of Kickmas now. Is that?
Oh, I love it. I love it. You did a great job with the car scene too. I like that one.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I liked the I'm driving stick, and somebody commented on that one. Great, at least you're learning how to drive stick, unlike the rest of the heathens. And I was like, I get it.
Did they really say that's funny? I didn't see that.
There was actually a comment that said that, yeah. So at least you're learning how to drive stick.
So what would you say your favorite one is? It doesn't have to be of the 5. It could be period. Any of the kicks that we did. What's your favorite?
The mini Nick one was
this
a
year.
big hit.
Oh, really?
For this year, yeah. The mini Nick was a big hit. Yeah, people liked the
yeah, that was a last minute idea. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey, we'll get Luca back in here and throw my clothes on him, make him look ridiculous. And
yeah, exactly.
He was cracking up. He's like, am I really wearing this? Like, yes, you are. You know what made me think about it is the week before, it was really, really cold out, and he put on my Crocs and my coat, and it was down to like his knees, and he looked ridiculous. And he's out my front lawn with the dog, and my Crocs on, my coat, my hat too, and it's over his eyes if he doesn't hold it up. And then I'm thinking of that, and you and Dave are going back and forth with the rhymes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got it. I want that visual on there. I think it'll work. So it was funny because you and him, and that's the best part. Like you and Dave come up with the content so well, and then I just listen to the two of you, and if I can add one or two things, it's just kind of feeding off of what you guys are doing. It's really cool.
It just augments it, which makes it so much better.
Oh my God, it's fun. Well, I'm glad that everybody really enjoyed it. I would definitely say if you're listening tonight and you were able to watch the 12, tell us your favorite one. If you haven't watched it yet, how dare you pause this, go watch it, come back, make the comment, and then share with everybody you know. And
go back and watch the rest of them while you're at it.
Yeah,
the two versions.
All of them. Even last year's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how you put last year's. You know what? Can we get the first one on there?
I could try. The first one was a little bit. That one was weirder because we did most of the editing on that one through Instagram itself. We didn't have CapCut at that point.
I wonder if we could screen capture it, but then you have to do it individually, right?
Yeah. I could probably make it work. It just might not line up as nicely. Like the song might be a little bit janky, but we might at some point get to that. I definitely have to put version 2 in as a full song. So I think I'm going to do the same thing for next Christmas. I'll take this year's, put it in one video as the full song, the way that it's sung, like for the 12 Days of Kickmas, and then have that be like the rewind recap of last year, and then have the current year be the shorts posted every single day.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Something nice little thing for people to look out for every single day, which I think is awesome. Well,
I like it. I think that's that people have something to look forward to. So here's my thing. I know what we want to chat about next, but do we want to chime back in with Dave and kind of talk into that stuff?
That's exactly what I was thinking about. That's exactly what I was thinking.
One eternity later.
And we're back.
Yeah, quick costume change and we're back in action.
Dave's back. Hey, listen. Had to leave the podcast last night because my kid threw up again. And
boom.
We're starting fresh on a new day. We're going to merge it into one giant podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. This might be our longest episode yet. Who knows?
It's a 2-day affair.
So this is the first time we've had to film over the course of 2 days.
It's so nice. We did it twice.
So in an update, he did throw up last night, but he woke up this morning and he seems much more alert, much more clear-eyed. So.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. I think I got a stress pimple under my nose here. So for our visual listeners, that's
stress pimples. Is that even a thing? You can get stress pimples?
Listen, you can get stress anything. Stress highs, pimples, stress aches, stress headaches.
You can get stress anything.
Well, I've heard of that. I've heard of the stress aches and stuff like that.
It's been a stressful vacation.
Yeah, sounds like it.
The one thing you won't get is stress head hair growth. So, yeah.
I thought it was the opposite.
I did have a lot of hair.
Stress
and then I shaved.
Stress hair loss is usually what it is.
So I heard you guys wrapped up the 12 day story of we're getting day 12.
We did, but if you want to add anything, you can feel free to now.
I assume you guys hit all the points.
Well, one thing we'll ask you, David, what was your favorite of the 12 days? Like if one thing stood out, you're like, oh, I like that scene, like that specific scene. What was it?
Oh, I don't know if I have a favorite. They're all my little babies.
So pick a highlight.
I don't know.
You can go with which did you have the most fun filming? Which was your favorite to film? That type of thing.
I mean, it's always nice hitting Vinatelli.
That one was funny.
That was funny.
6 kicks connecting. Nice hitting Vinatelli.
I liked the rapid fire one we did it here at my house.
I mean, I had the most fun watching you guys doing the seven kicks winning. Where it was different each time. I had the most fun watching that happen. That was interesting.
Yeah, I always like the day 5s because they're creative.
Yeah, those are fun.
Just doing all different day 5s.
And the 7 kicks allowed us to add another creative.
Yeah, exactly. Now we have something else that changes week to week, that type of thing. So that was cool.
I did like the quick rush of like, oh great, what are we gonna do for these kicks incoming? Yeah, I was like in zero mood. I was in zero mood throw a kick. So I was like, let me think. And I look over in the corner of my couch and there's Crocs Lego. He's like, Got it.
I just see Dave, right, saying like, "What do we do? What do we do?" As he's leaning on the croc, he's like, "What do we do? What do we do? What
And
do
then
we
Crocs
do?"
goes foot is like right there in front of his face.
Yeah,
and he's
on
like,
his face.
That's it.
So,
Declan, come here.
yeah.
Declan, come here. Let the stuffed animal kick you in the nose.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
what he was
so good.
feeling. That was the day he was still feeling better.
It's weird though, because in the video he looked okay. Like he looked like.
Yeah, no, that day he was. Yeah, but he's eating Cheerios today. He's right, bud. He's up and alert and looking right at me. Hey, buddy.
It's good to
in
know.
your Spider-Man shirt, eating your hand.
Nice. That's not good.
Keep your hands out of your mouth. It's like you get sick.
Don't eat those hands. Don't eat that. Don't do that.
Yeah, you too, Declan, not just Kelsey. Hands out your mouth.
So
Well,
yeah.
That was the 12 days.
That was the 12 days. What else is on our magic list of things to talk about?
And they were fun. They were fun. So no, we were going to do the recap year, New Year's plans, all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do some New Year's plans first before we do anything else.
So before you jump back on the call, since all you guys are out to church while I was eating a bagel, I guess. Steve and I were just talking about you went shopping just now, yes?
We went shopping. It was Friday. Friday is when the shopping happened. And we got all of the New Year's food.
Couldn't find.
What?
What couldn't you find?
Oh, so we have a bunch of different New Year's Eve hors d'oeuvres that we only have for New Year's Eve. We have the little pigs in the blanket. We have French fries. We'll have popcorn chicken. And except that this year we couldn't find the popcorn chicken. And the same thing happened last year. So now this is the second year that we haven't had my favorite out of all of them.
Now, do you have a
popcorn
particular
chicken
brand? Do you have a particular brand that you're like, or just popcorn chicken?
Normally it was Purdue or something like that, but usually it was just anything we could find. Like the popcorn chicken is usually the same, more or less.
I'm gonna find you popcorn chicken.
Yeah, where'd you go? Because like,
Walmart and ShopRite were the two places that we looked. I'm gonna check Target probably either today or tomorrow.
Oh, you went to the brick shop, right? So
yes,
there's the wall shop, right, and then there's the Howell shop, right?
The Howell shop right's across the street from me. So like, if you don't find it, let me know. I could grab it. We have BJ's right here, which usually
what's amazing. You know what's amazing about your Howell shop, right? I know there's a way to get to your house from the Howell shop, right?
Yes,
like an easy way. But so when we stopped the last time we were over and we were filming the stuff for how Nick Stole Crocsmas, we had dinner that night too. So we stopped and got the stuff to make the Parmesan bread.
Yep.
So we went to that shop, right? Picked up all the stuff, then hopped back on 9, went all the way back to where I would normally go, down by the movie theater.
That seems like a bit of a roundabout.
No, you literally
we figured it was, but we're like, I know. I said to Kelsey, because I was doing driving, I was like, I know there's a way to get to Nick's house directly from the shop, right? But I don't know it, and I know how to go this way. So
you literally make a left at the light. Say again.
Type in the GPS. It'll show you the fastest way to his house.
I mean, it's so rare. I sort of know where I'm going. That sometimes I like to embrace
Yes, exactly. Like
manly,
the knowledge of it all. I'll find it.
I have
so I
no
end up
shame.
going all the way back one direction to go all the way back the other direction.
I have no shame. If I don't know where I'm going, or if I'm even like remotely sure that there's a quicker way, I type it right into maps, and I'm like, all right, there you go, let's go.
A quicker way, because you and I went one time at one of your barbecues in the summer. We went out and back, and I knew there was a quicker way. I was just like, I don't know it.
Well.
But
that's
at least you got there and you had bread in your hands.
So, exactly.
So there's several places. We can check for your popcorn chicken.
We'll find it. We'll find it beforehand. Yeah.
Will have popcorn chicken.
I just can't handle not having it again another year. So I have to find it.
We will find it.
We'll get it. We'll make it happen.
I mean, it's literally Target, Walmart, ShopRite, BJ's, all right next to my house. Literally like a square. They're all right here.
Nick purposely lives between any type of grocery store you can find.
Yes, sir.
We're kind of placed that way too. Like our house is placed. We're literally 5 minutes from Walmart, about 10 minutes from ShopRite, and Target is probably, because Target's right by the brick karate school, so that's probably about 10-15 minute drive. Like we're really not that far from any of those places either. So it works.
And
out
you've done
nicely.
the online like pickup option, and it's not there anywhere.
We just talked about that there. Steve, don't do online stuff.
No.
For-
But if
for
you do
food?
it just
No.
for pickup. No, but it's a bag of food. It's not like you're
You're
going
gonna
for fresh
lose this
vegetables.
battle, Nick. You're gonna lose this battle.
No. So I'm a big pick up your food. Like you have to see it and grab it. I get it.
Yeah.
But this is stuff in a bag. It's not like lettuce or steak or meat. Like it's pre-packaged chicken, chicken.
He's got
in
a good
bag.
point with that there. He's got a good point with that.
Doesn't
but-
mean somebody can't stick a little syringe in their
Oh,
bag.
stop. They could have done that
Yeah.
before they put it in the shelves anyway. Stop it now.
No, he's not wrong. but
Conspiracy
still.
theorist. Stop it. No,
Conspiracy theorist, says the conspiracy theorist.
Yes.
Anyways.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
He recognizes one of his own.
And listen, I'm just saying, New Year's Eve, ball drops, aliens appear, midnight. You watch.
As it's going to
And
happen.
all of them come bearing popcorn chicken.
Popcorn. Oh, you
the
asked for this,
popcorn
good sir.
I mean, Kelsey and I were planning. So our New Year's, we usually go to our buddy Scott's house. So last year was a little different because our friend Carly moved 3 minutes down the road.
Okay.
So it was different for two reasons. Reason number one, obviously we had Declan, so it was his first New Year's Eve.
Right.
If you can hear him screaming in the background.
I heard him
Yeah.
a little bit, but not that bad.
I didn't hear you.
Reason number two was they had just moved into their condo, actually right where you used to live, Nick.
Evergreen?
Yeah. So, which is again like 3 minutes from where I'm at.
Yep.
So they were like, oh, we want to, it's not quite, we just moved in, so it's not really decorated or anything, but want everybody to come over for New Year's there. So we're like, okay, because Scott's all in Tom's River. So we're like, okay. So we popped into them, and we stayed for like an hour, and then came home just because we wanted the kid to go to bed. We weren't going to stay there till midnight with the infant. So we actually ended up going home, and then we like sat and watched TV and like put him to bed and like it's actually pretty nice just staying home. Like,
See?
it was nice going out. Yeah, well, I did as a kid. We stayed home up until I was like in high school, and then we would go to like friends' houses, high school and college, and then there was a brief period where I was back home, and then we all moved out on our own and we'd go to people's houses, usually Scott's, which I like going to Scott's. It's low key, like we just hang out, eat, watch TV. But I think this year our plan was just stay home. We're gonna do
I'm
the
telling you.
Porcentino method of just getting junk food and
Stay
chilling.
home. I'm telling you.
In
like-
your
And
case,
then the kid got sick.
water toast, rice.
yeah, exactly.
And
Right?
kid
All the
got
good
sick,
junk
so now we're
food.
like,
Yeah.
now we're like, with the kid sick, we're gonna definitely stay home no matter what.
100% you should.
Actually, he
Yeah,
seems a
sure.
lot better today, but
Still,
knock on wood.
I wouldn't. Just because
Knock on wood.
it's just so nice. Like every other holiday, it's always like a big rush, a big hullabaloo. Like Christmas, oh my God, crazy. Thanksgiving, always insane. Easter, not as bad, but still pretty big. 4th of July, big barbecues and going here and there and stuff like that. Like it's always this big to do. For New Year's, that's the one holiday where we're just like, we are just going to stay. We're not inviting anybody over. We're not going to anybody else's house. Just staying home, eating junk
Does
food.
your older brother come for New Year's? Or he stays at his place.
He used to. He used to come over still. Now he doesn't. Now he kind of like, I think, I don't know if he's going out this year or not, but he kind of has adopted the stay home at his place now. So it's sort of like that's his stay home now instead of coming over to our house. So, but I don't know what he's going to do this year. But it's always been just stay home, either put on whatever the performances, if we're interested in, and the Rock and Eve performances that are on, we'll watch those, and then we'll watch the ball drop when the time comes, and during the rest of the time, it was usually just us playing Mario Party on the GameCube, but we talked last year that the Mario Party disc that we have, Mario Party 7, is no more. So I'll have to get the new one for the Switch. I have to play that instead.
We've got the Jamboree one. It's awesome.
I've heard good things about it, so I'm probably going to grab that for this New Year's. And we'll play that, and even if we go, still do some Mario Kart as well.
We did. I think was it 2 years ago? We went to Scotch. We played Boomerang Foo. We chilled. And it's always like
I got you guys hooked to Boomerang Foo.
Boomerang Foo is good.
Was just Terry Burns Dyson was just saying that was a fun game. We really got to get him gaming again with us. But we I'm looking forward to just chilling. But that's all we did at Scott's house, watch TV. We'd watch performances that we wanted, and then we would like,
Yeah,
we'd
but
watch the ball drop, and then we'd all say our goodbyes. And
it's different.
Maybe we set
when
it
you're
up
at
where
your
one.
home.
what?
Maybe we set it up where one
Oh.
cast a month is a gaming cast.
Well, you just forget the cast. We just do gaming videos. We were already planning on doing
I
gaming.
don't
I'm
know,
just trying to break it up. That's all. I'm saying, yeah, we can talk about that later. But I'm just saying. I'm thinking of Dave saying you're bringing, Terry back into the mix.
I didn't
we'll
know
get
we
him
wanted
back
to game again, so we had
Yeah, we'll
fun
get him
gaming
back
with
in there. We'll do it.
After the podcast, we stayed and gamed another couple of hours. And I do want to play this Power Ranger game. I gotta pick it up and let's go.
Yeah, let's
Did
do
you
it.
download it?
I'm going to do it today or tomorrow. Yes.
What's
Pressure's
your
on you.
New
You're a
Year's
Power Ranger
plans,
guy.
Nick?
So hours change every couple of years. Sometimes we stay home. Sometimes we go to a family member's house. We used to go to my buddy's house when the kids were real little at Evergreen, Dave, right? Because he's right behind me, so we used to go to his house. I don't know. We might hang out with friends this year, but it's not a pressure situation where we have to. So we'll see kind of how everybody feels that morning.
I mean,
New Year's Eve.
always welcome to my den of disease.
As much as I love that, all my hazmat suits have punctured holes in them. So I don't know.
Listen, I don't know if you know this, but it's quite warm outside. So Kelsey has every window open.
That's good. Smart. Yep.
Well, you have not every window. The back, the bedroom end of the house that's all cracked open. So I'm going to air the kid out. So after we're done with this podcast, we're going to take a little walk around the neighborhood,
Nice.
blow the stank off of everybody.
Good idea.
Nice. We might end up maybe we'll have to talk about overloading your house for the 100th. And since you missed it this week, we'll just beat you guys up that weekend.
Oh, for the 100th
Yeah,
episode?
I'm still here next weekend. By the way, we leave for Disney the following weekend.
Following weekend.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, cool. So that is the 100th episode.
So-
we don't got to worry about that.
Correct. And we can even double up if we want.
Yeah, we'll have to.
We also got to get all the guys together for the fantasy episode.
Yes. Yes, we
Oh,
need to
that's
do that
going to
as
be
well.
an episode. Oh, cool. I like it.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to get
It's
all the
supposed to
guys
be a
together
whole, a whole dinner and dinner and a show type deal.
I didn't know about any of that. Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Well, you see,
Yeah.
You didn't know about anything for this thing. You were just completely out of the loop for all of
What
it.
I wanted to do was unfortunately we can't do. I wanted to get I wanted to go to Pizza Hut.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was talking to Rob about it.
We can
At
eat bad
school.
pizza.
Well, yes, but because I don't know, Nick, you're like my generation. You ever played Little League or any? Where do you always end up?
Oh, you'd always be going
to
to
like a Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut or
Hey.
Domino's or one of those places like that.
But
Yeah,
Pizza Hut,
yeah.
you could sit in, so you go to Pizza Hut. Coach take you to Pizza Hut. Hey, let's get
Yeah,
some breadsticks.
yeah. Gotcha,
I mean,
gotcha.
That's
That's
the only
cool.
good thing of Pizza Hut is the breadsticks. Ooh, they're breadsticks.
That's true.
But now
They had
they
good
switched,
breadsticks.
but their business model switched to a Domino's Little
Yeah.
Caesar style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pick up,
Well,
take out. Yeah.
We'll have to
So-
we'll have to just do an actual pizzeria instead and actually have good pizza.
Which used to be my go-to for birthdays when I was a kid. When I was really
Pizza
young,
Hut?
because they did a birthday thing when you were a kid.
Oh yeah. I didn't know that.
You know what we got to do? We got to go to the pizzeria and the other restaurant. I mean, not the restaurant. Jeez, what am I saying? By the school, there's the other one we used to go to. One was from Staten Island. Danino, is that what it's called? Danino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they can push tables together, right? They have the opportunity. We can make one big table there, where some of the other ones.
saying- We should do a big what do you call it? Like a banquet.
Rent out a banquet hall.
All right, now you're getting wild.
No. Like a high school cross country team, track team would do the end of the year banquet.
Yeah, so end of the fantasy league banquet there.
I would rather do that for our 100th than for the fantasy league. I
we
would.
can't
I
get
think
that
it's
for the
more-
100th. That's a 1 weekend away. That's way too short notice.
Yeah, never know.
No, the fantasy thing. I just want to get everybody together and we'll talk
Yeah.
about our experiences and
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
What I can do is we can have them all the microphones out, and I'll just turn the gain up as far as they can go on all of them, so that everybody can be heard. so
So
see how that
basically,
goes.
just use the regular mic and wish us luck. Got it.
Pretty much. We'll just do that. Well,
Yeah, no, that's
yeah, that's
cool.
a good idea. I like that for sure. We definitely got to do that because fantasy will be over after this week. Actually, this is the last week.
yeah.
But
It was already
discuss
over.
what happened.
Yes, we can. Yes,
Well,
we
you guys
can.
have any
But yeah.
New Year's stories? You guys have any cool stories of anything that's happened to you guys on New Year's or anything like that? Anything crazy?
I mean, nothing super nuts. I remember when Izzy was an infant, right? I think she was just a year old. We went to my buddy's house, and it was crazy loud because they had, drinks going on, and
Big
they
party.
had video games going on, and then they had one whole room dedicated to Rock Band where everybody thought they could actually play, and he had like every instrument you could think of.
Oh
That
man,
and
I like the Guitar Hero Rock Band days.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun. And she
I
was in
was
the
a big
middle of
Guitar Hero
all of
guy.
it. She
Mm.
slept through all of it like a champ. We're like,
Wow.
oh, this kid's amazing. Now she can't sleep. Like if a pin drop, she wakes up. But when she was real little, it was crazy. Guitar Hero was fun, and they kept adding instruments to it. Right? He had the
Yeah.
I was
drums,
a huge.
3 guitars, the microphone. Oh man.
Well, once
I love
Rock
Guitar
Band
Hero.
came out, and really challenged them, because at first Guitar Hero was just the guitar, and then
Yep.
Rock Band came out, and Rock Band had the microphone, Rock Band had the guitar, Rock Band had the drums. Like now, all of a sudden, everybody's
Well,
like,
then-
"Oh, Rock Band's so much better! It's got all these things you can play with
They
your
launched-
friends all at the same time." And the Guitar Hero
Yeah.
kind of had to keep up, and was like,
And
"We
Guitar Hero
got to
launched,
put out our own stuff."
Well, they had the PS5 and the PS4 version,
Yeah.
which I have, where they switched up the guitar, so now it had top and bottom frets.
Yeah, it had more advanced notes
Because
and
like
stuff
the
like
original
that.
guitar was only like 4 buttons
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
a little
For-
little toggle. Yep.
I
and a
remember
little
that.
toggle.
Yep.
So then the new one has top button, bottom button, and the toggle.
Yep.
That's
More
too much for me.
complicated. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it definitely got more complicated. It was hard to play, but I enjoyed it. I still have it. I might bust it out again one day.
Maybe for New Year's.
That's it. That's it. You're gonna serenade the family, Dave. Make it happen.
No. It will be nice though. I think my
That's
stomach's solid. I can
not
eat some junk
a
food.
Nice.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's
to look forward to.
no, because that's always the worst is when you get sick. Literally right before you're gonna have this big feast of things. Can't have it.
But yeah,
That's happened to me a couple times.
It's not the health nut nonsense that day.
No, 100% not.
I can't tell you the last day I've had a health nonsense day. I need to get back to those. It has been
Any,
a whirlwind of harsh food, of good tasting food, but nothing healthy.
Well, I've been laughing at the because it's so true. The memes of like between Christmas Day and New Year's Eve, like because
Mhm.
all the memes about like what day is it? It could be Wednesday, it could be Friday, nobody knows, and like it's just this weird void of time where like
I
Yeah.
feel like this time frame
nothing's going on.
I feel like this time frame is like a taste of retirement, where you don't really know. You're like,
Yeah,
"What day
eventually
is
it all
it?
just blends
What am I doing?"
together. Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday, Monday, it's all the same thing. It's weird.
Yeah,
I talked to some
yeah.
folks at church today, and they were saying, one of the topics was what you just said, Dave, like this kind of void. Like, what do we do? You're not going to go away if you haven't gone away already,
Mhm.
and most likely you don't have big plans because everybody's getting ready for New
Hey,
Year.
handsome.
They're just kind of filling it all in.
Hi.
I see.
Not my son.
Oh, I hope it was your son. I don't know who you're talking to then.
You
I
said
just
hi,
walked
handsome,
into-
so I answered.
Just
walked
random
that way.
walk. That was. Oh, I got you, Steve. I was following you now.
Yeah, it's a weird void of time.
But there's nothing going on.
So we're just
Around
gonna
and
fill it
shit,
up. That's it.
Well,
We were
yeah, of
watching
course.
movies and playing some games. Oh, Luca the other day was playing. Pulled it out. Yeah, I dusted it off. Was playing Operation.
Ooh.
good game.
Blast from
It
the
was
past.
funny. I said, "Thank God that thing isn't connected to high voltage because you guys would be done every 2 seconds." I'm like, you guys aren't going to save nobody's lives.
Yeah, good
I'm
thing you're
glad you're
not
not going
a.
down the medical path.
Yeah, good thing
So
you're
you're
not a
raising
surgeon.
any surgeons.
No, they have the shakiest of hands, my friends.
Oh my god.
I have steady hands. Steady hands. You can ask Dr. Joe Pacone.
Oh yeah, I believe you. We'll see.
I pulled a splinter from his eye at a Spartan race.
That's right.
From his eye, jeez.
Yeah, he had a piece of wood in his eye, and I ever so gently plucked it, which is crazy because my dad does not have steady hands at all. Like
Nope.
he shakes.
He shakes now.
He
Yeah.
like shakes. He shakes. Yeah, apparently he's been doing it forever. But my hands are like steady. Steady hands.
Mm,
Cool.
that's it. I like it. That's cool. So that was that. He was
And
playing
New
that.
Year's,
So that was fun.
that was good. Yeah, no, we've just been laying around because the kid's been sick. But I mean, even if he wasn't, I mean, the only thing we were going to do was go to like Carm's Farm. They have like a petting zoo type thing.
Oh, nice. I haven't been there before.
And
Where is
he likes petting zoos and stuff
Where is
like
it?
that. So Carm's Farm, it's a good question. Hey, Kels, where's Carm's Farm?
I don't have.
It's where it is.
537 in Colton by Eastmont. That's how she said it.
Oh, that's where they all
She
are.
said it like she was Raceway Park.
Yes.
Raceway Park.
537. Oh yeah, it's by my sister-in-law's old farm.
Okay.
Nice. That's really cool.
So yeah, they do like they have like a big petting zoo. It's a farm, it's a working farm, but
Is she
they're
doing
having a
anything
Christmas
like that at her
they're
barn?
having a Christmas display and that kind of thing. What's that?
Is she doing anything like that at her barn?
No. Her she strictly force invited.
Okay.
There's no like
Makes
Christmas
sense.
festivities. She did have a Christmas Eve morning. I think it was Christmas Eve morning. Christmas Day or Christmas Eve?
No, Christmas
The
Eve.
cat got stepped on.
Nope. That is not what I was
Christmas
expecting.
Day. So yeah, Christmas Day. One of the she has obviously a lot of barn cats. They have a cat named Biggie. Biggie's pretty
Big?
smart usually.
I was going to say.
Doesn't make these mistakes normally, but somehow ended up getting stepped, like got its paw stepped on by one of the horses.
Ooh.
So emergency trip to the vet. Turned out okay. Turned out good. So happy ending. It wasn't as bad as it could have been. They got really, really lucky. It just detached the nail from the nail bed.
Oh, that's it?
That's
Okay, good.
it?
Thank
Oh
God.
my
Nothing
God.
crazy. Nothing crazy.
Cats are
That's good.
insanely
All
durable.
that happens? Oh my
But you
God.
can imagine the text message of Biggie got stepped on, need help. And we're like,
Huh?
what?
Made it
Wow.
sound like he
With our
literally got
massive-
stepped on, like completely. His whole body just got stepped on by a horse. I mean, it sounded like.
No. She sends text messages like that sometimes. I always get nervous if she texts Kelsey in the morning because it's always farm related, something wrong. It's
Right.
never like, hey, good morning, just thinking about you. Like,
No, there's always something wrong.
or
Gotcha.
yes, as the shadow half said, if she calls you, you know it's a problem.
Mm.
Yeah, she needs something.
If you get a phone call in the morning, you know something's up.
Well, if she's watching the show now, she'll practice calling you guys just randomly. With the
She's
host.
not watching the show.
Yeah.
It's her new favorite show.
But yeah. So that was
That was that.
that's how
day.
we're killing time in between is doing nothing.
Well,
We're gonna go to
one
Carnes
way.
Farm on Friday. Kelsey's actually working Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, she'll work Monday, and then are you working Tuesday?
It
Tuesday,
depends.
you working?
New Year's Eve?
Remains to be seen. She may
Yeah,
work
me
a
too.
half day on Tuesday.
I'm working half day on Tuesday. Yeah.
You people
Yeah, we're
with
gonna have that on
real
Tuesday.
jobs.
I mean, you know what? It's not crazy.
Buy, sell, buy, sell.
SS.
Yeah,
Buy
exactly.
Crocs.
That's
Buy
not bad.
Crocs. Only buy Crocs. Never sell Crocs. Only buy Crocs.
Always Crocs.
Only ever
Oh
Crocs.
man, we need to make a Croc guide, Dave. By the way, because on the episodes, I had one of my cousins say that he's like, oh, he mentions all these different Crocs, they're great, but we need like a guide to the Crocs. I don't know what they are. He's like, I still think one Croc. I'm like, that's a good idea. We should make a little guide we put on the website and talk about it, occasionally on the
cool.
show.
What
Not
is
a bad
that?
idea. You could definitely jump in and do something like that. That's a good idea. That's just
I
something
have
we could.
something beeping. Give me a minute.
Oh, here we go again.
Find the beeping thing.
We have a random beep.
The
Hang on.
beeping is they're editing your son saying explicitory languages. They're just beeping him out.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
This vacation over. So
I want to go to work.
let's. So
Hmm.
that was the most ear-piercing alarm you've ever heard in your life. It was just
What was it like?
so
The
not like not a fire alarm, not a
Yeah, what was it like an elder alarm on your phone? Like what was it? I don't understand.
No, it was incredibly loud. It is my septic system because it has an alarm on it. I
Yeah.
don't know what for. Having never owned a septic system, we have a pretty advanced system. There is an electric pump on that thing.
Okay.
So the alarm was just going off.
And what did it say?
It just says alarm.
Oh, it doesn't have like a number or anything, like error code, whatever.
I don't No.
It just
Dude, there's got to be an error
alarm.
code with the guide on the actual septic. There's got to be something.
So I don't know. So that's gonna have to be something we figure out at some point.
Yeah, you're not going to want to wait on that because then the problem is you wait on it and all of a sudden your toilets are backing up. So
Yeah, no, yeah, well, yeah.
Is it still going off?
Designed to be. No, I hit the silence.
oh, great. You're like, just be quiet while you overflow all my
I
toilets.
was like, I got it. They're gonna explode. Give me a minute.
Exactly. Understand. Sinkhole backyard. I got it.
No. I mean, I'm thinking it's maybe the electric pump in some way, shape, or form. Maybe something got cut.
Dave's checking the floor in his dojo to see if he can see.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a very interesting last podcast of the year so far.
Yeah, really.
I mean, wow.
Well,
Dave has never wanted to go back to work so much. He
So
enjoys
badly.
work, but he wants to go so bad.
I can't.
Master, you're going to see Master Paul and you're just going to hug him for a solid 10 minutes. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Right, like-
Is that right, buddy?
well,
This is like the Murphy's Law.
yeah.
If anything can happen, it will happen.
Yep. Well,
Jeez
before
Louise. So any New Year's resolutions, anybody?
anybody got any New Year's resolutions? Like, what's going on
Yeah.
with that there? Yeah.
No more closing for the holidays.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Ah.
Well, we're jumping right into our review, right,
Yeah, but
Steve?
before something else happens,
Yeah.
let's go over how this year went for us. Because, as crazy as Dave's vacation has been, this year was actually really good for us. We had a lot of ups, a lot of downs. There was some moments where we kind of just disappeared off the face of the earth for a little while, except for the podcast, which was crazy. The podcast, once again, was the most consistent piece of content that we have come out with, that the entirety that we've done this for the past 2 years. So yeah, let's get right into it. So for the podcast itself, so we had Buzzsprout sends us this little year in review picture for us. So in the year of 2024, we had a total of 668 downloads. We uploaded 49 episodes. I don't think that's including this one. I think this one would be number 50.
Nice.
We were listened to in 11 countries, and we were streamed for a total of 2,295K.
2,950. Got it.
2,950 minutes. Got it.
That's
I'm
awesome.
not good with numbers, but that's our totals there. I can get more advanced stats from the Buzzsprout app itself.
Can we compare it to last year's, or now I'm getting too crazy?
I think we might be getting too crazy there. I don't think I have that.
Okay, I didn't know if they had it where you can just filter by year.
Unfortunately, no.
We still need to update this logo, though.
We do need to update that logo. That's true. Very much so.
So
there's no Nick in there.
Agreed.
I'm hiding behind the Kickin and Crocs part of it.
So just to go into more detail on some of the things, we had some new locations for this year that popped up that we are now listened to. One of which was
Nick's basement, my house.
I meant people listening to us. One of them was Trenton. I listened to in Trenton, New Jersey.
Ooh, maybe my cousin. My cousin. They live in Trenton.
Oh, nice. Okay. Here we go again. Remember last year how Nick was like, I know someone from there. I know someone that lives. I have family that lives there.
Nick's family.
It's all my family.
Our entire fan base is just Nick's family.
Well, if he says for this next one, if he says it again, I'm gonna be
this should just be the Miglia cast.
Yep, the Miglia cast. That's gonna be so funny. So if he says it for this next one, we have people listening from Bogor, West Java.
You got me on that one. I have no idea where that is. Where is that?
Bogor, West Java. Is that
West
a cafe?
Java.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
So no, I think it's a country. I assume.
Is it?
I'm assuming West Java.
Bogor, West Java.
Oh, I got
West
it.
Java.
Indonesia.
It's in Indonesia.
Oh, it's in Indonesia.
Nice.
We're very popular there.
Nice.
Yes.
We're the number one podcast in Bogor, Indonesia.
We were. We were also listened to in Singapore.
I'm in Singapore. Number one in Singapore.
And
Well, that's all this, like, they're all right next to each other. So this area you just mentioned is right next to Singapore. They're all right next to each other.
cool. Interesting.
Interesting.
Good to see
We're
we're going in
part-
there.
Yeah, I know.
And-
the shadow actor said we're gonna get our identity stolen from Singapore.
I like how she says it future tense, like it hasn't already happened. It's gone. It's gone.
It's too funny.
Oh man!
And the last one was Farmingdale, New Jersey.
My septic system is.
Oh, Farmingdale, that's us. You know Farmingdale, right? That's the Dursteins.
Farmingdale. Ian and Melinda live in Farmingdale.
Oh, there you go. Then they might watch our show. Who knows? Our top platform that we were listened to on was Apple Podcasts. With the second highest being Spotify.
Okay, wow. Apple Podcast taking the lead.
He takes the lead there.
Apple Pie. Put them together. Apple Pie.
Get the Miglia cast on Apple Pie.
Apple Pie. Yeah, jam them all together.
Exactly. Yeah. Let me see here.
That sounds like a knockoff Singapore version of Apple
Right?
Pie.
Yeah, Miglia cast.
The Miglia cast on Apple Pie.
Miglia cast.
That's about all I got.
Apple Pie phone.
So, is that from YouTube, Steve?
No, that's from Buzzsprout. That's the audio only.
Okay. No, because I remember last year we went over like our top countries, the weirdest ones, and all this kind of stuff. I mean, obviously the one you just mentioned is out there, which is so cool.
Yeah, I mean, I can. It won't be just for the podcast though. It would be for everything that we have, which we can do that
all
too.
Of our fans, shout out to Bogor. Is that what it was?
Bogor, West Java. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Bogor, we got you. Singapore, yep, we hear you out there. Love it.
Right.
Do country-specific episodes.
That's true, right? Like you have the subtitles and have AI like translate us and stuff like that.
I'm gonna send the Nick.
Do you think they speak English to listen to our podcast?
I'm sure some do. They have to, right?
English is still one of the most widely studied languages outside of the U.S. Funny enough, like you leave the U.S.
Yeah. I mean, it's the international business language.
Yep. So I wouldn't be surprised at all.
All right. And then what I can do is I can come up with the most viewed podcasts on YouTube.
I had a cousin that lived in
this year
in Shanghai for many, many years.
Really?
Yeah.
Shanghai, Wendy.
And he said like everybody speaks it because it's the international language of business. So everybody in Shanghai speaks English.
Well, yeah, then you have to. Yeah, exactly. So they probably do, I would assume. If not, YouTube also has subtitles,
translations
like that. Mm-hmm. So we have a list of the most viewed podcasts for this year, and I'm not gonna lie, the majority of them, I think, were from
Shanghai.
The most.
I'm not looking at locations right now.
I wasn't on when I was away. Most viewed episode.
Yeah, no.
Nick on
some of them were actually from the year prior because.
No, we got to edit those out. We don't want to see those. I
don't remember when each of these were uploaded.
Whatever it is.
Because all these views happened this year. This still happened this year. Just because they're old episodes doesn't mean they weren't viewed this year.
Yeah, I mean, just because our old stuff is better than our new stuff.
So the most viewed podcast episode of this year was Worst Tailgate Ever.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. That's a cool one. And again, we had lots of guests on that one.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
And again, this is every podcast episode from December of 23 to December of 24. So we have all December 30th of 23. So the very end of December, which is pretty much all the episodes from this year getting viewed. These are all the views from this year. Second most viewed episode was the Josh interview.
This is on YouTube. You're grabbing this stuff now?
This is YouTube. Yes, this is YouTube.
Oh, the Josh interview.
Wow, nice.
The third most viewed episode, still remaining in the top 5, is our first guest, Lauren. But keeps
that's
their
still
top
fan favorite.
Keeps the top 5 position from.
Wow, we can't tell her that.
No, it'll never.
Although we do. She is down to play that game.
Yes, which
I couldn't stop. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I got to text the guys immediately and grab it.
Yeah,
right away.
Yeah,
we'll have to do it.
She's in.
She's in. She has to be. Yeah, there's no choice.
Yeah. So, folks listening, we got a really cool game that is a Lauren specific game. So we'll have fun.
That may not be a podcast, so that may be a separate just YouTube video.
Okay. Well, either way, that's
fine too,
coming up the pipe. So
we can do a separate video and then a podcast.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Exactly.
Gesturing. Two different
You
things.
gesturing? Gotcha.
He's
Before
Where
my
was I?
septic system blows
He's
up.
gesturing with bad jokes.
Where
Gesturing.
was I? Yes, we're on this list here. Number 4 was Michaela Day quizzes us on Crocs. Number 5 was If You Smell What V-Rocket Is Cooking.
Wow. Is that the one with no video?
No, that is the one. That's the second
okay.
time we had him on when it had video there.
Got it. I was like, wow.
The third one was the fantasy football episode with Rob and Dan Smith. What number did I say that was? 5?
Third. You said
5.
that was.
No, I'm sorry. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that was the 6th most viewed.
Yeah, me too.
The 7th most viewed was titled Deadpool and Doctor Doom. That was when we talked about the return of Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. The 8th...
We get big hits on the fantasy one. We have everybody on.
I agree. The 8th was the Dan Lohmeyer interview.
Oh, that was all pity watches.
Yeah, exactly. That's just Dan watching himself from different computers.
That's everybody from the school, yeah. The 9th. The 9th was avocados, 3D printers, and what else was it? It doesn't show me the full title because it's so long. It's my fault.
I don't even remember avocados, 3D printers, and
It was with Joe. It was the one with Joe Copenhaver on it. Yeah, it was with Joe Copenhaver on it. And number 10 was the episode Double Dave's, where my older brother was on as a guest.
The Trader.
Yes. So that's our top 10 viewed episodes for this year.
All right,
not bad,
for the podcast, yeah.
And on YouTube, any new places there that's showing?
I can try.
Or how many countries total there? Because we had 11 on Buzzsprout.
Last 360
It's gonna be
days.
Singapore's big on. We're big in Singapore.
I think it's you. I would crack up if we had like a copycat podcast in Singapore that guy was just like us, but didn't.
That'd be so funny.
Exactly. Yeah.
Obviously, the United States had the most views of this past year with 65%.
Okay, 65%. All right.
Coming in at number 2 is the United Kingdom with 2.4% of views.
It's gotta be Terry's family.
Terry's bringing them in.
Terry's
bringing them in.
Bravo.
Good job, Terry. Well done, sir.
Coming in at number 3 is Australia with 2.2%.
Oh, my one set of cousins in Australia. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Cast. Yep.
I do. I got a lot out there.
He's got his wiggly tentacles and everything.
Listen, we're global over here.
And number 3, no, that was number 3. Number 4 is Canada with 1.9%.
Oh, can I change the name to the Miglia Chat?
No, I could. I have a bunch of coworkers in Canada, but I don't think they know about us yet. So I don't know.
Next would be
who knows about us.
It's true. It's true.
Next would be the Philippines with 1.4%.
Ooh, our friends from church and some of our coworkers. Nice.
Very good. This is all Nick. It's all Nick.
It could just be people interested in, us.
Our content.
No, I'm going to say 100%.
Nice.
It is all that. It's none of the things I'm saying, so it's fine.
It probably is.
Next
is Germany with 0.8%.
Ooh, my neighbor Dan.
Then we have India.
Very German name, Dan.
Yeah, very German name.
Oh, I can't say Grovich. Grovich is his last name.
Then we have India with 0.8% as well.
Oh, that's got to be Kelsey's friends. She got friends that are Indian.
That's from Indian. Yeah. Next up is South Africa with 0.5%.
Quiet. Nobody says anything.
Nobody says anything.
Yeah, I don't have it. Listen, representation in South Africa. Love you guys.
Next up is New Zealand with 0.4%.
I want friends there, but I don't. It just sounds good. Yeah.
I want friends from New Zealand.
Yeah, we need South Africa and New Zealand to give us a shout out.
If there's anybody watching from New Zealand, comment. Nick wants to be your friend. And last but not least, we have Indonesia with 0.3%.
Okay, wow, there we go.
Year.
Love it.
All right,
incredible.
Love it. Now, does this mean that these folks could have just viewed like for a couple seconds, a short or a video, or does it mean they actually?
Now that I think about Australia, every now and then there's another Rob's friend of the YouTube guy that's in Australia that occasionally checks out what we're doing.
That could be him.
Okay.
Could definitely be him for
Because
sure.
I used to teach him when he was a kid. I used to teach him.
And he lives in Australia now.
Oh,
That's
okay.
cool.
He lives in Australia right now. So, but I taught him when he was a kid. So
It's pretty cool.
maybe
That's really
he
cool.
pops in and checks. But whatever.
That's true. That's cool. Really cool.
All right, so New Year's resolutions. Let's go.
I mean, we got to hit that. We got to hit that 4-digit number. We got to get to 1,000 plus.
I mean, my main thing for the channel is definitely going to be more consistent content. If we're talking specifically for Kickin and Crocs, consistent content.
Yes, no, we need to. That's the only thing that's been holding us back. It's just
And I think one of the
podcast
things too,
is our most consistent thing, and that's the one thing that we're trying not to be like the most focal point of our content. Like, this is just supplementary. This is just if you guys love us so much that you want to hear more from us. Don't understand why.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's just supplementary anymore.
Not anymore.
I don't think it's supplementary anore.
Now it's like the main thing.
Though. Without a doubt,
we're a podcast channel, guys.
We need. So a target for me this year, we need at least 6 guests. We need at least 1 guest every other month, if not a guest every month. So my minimum target is we have 6 guests this year, and I'd like to have 3 of those 6 are new. That means that we're not having like a repeat guest.
Yeah,
so
repeat.
New guests.
I can say I'm more comfortable with this being a 50-50 split, like half podcast, half other videos, which I'm cool with. But I do think, like I was saying to Steve, I want to get consistent with every month doing a challenge, a tutorial of some sort.
Longer form tutorial besides just the techniques.
Maybe a silly video of some sort.
Well, you know what? When I saw the video came up the other day, Dave, where we did the virtual challenge, Isabel and I from the karate school, on how many kicks can you do before you're putting your foot down or whatever it may be. And I was thinking, I said, I could even do some challenge videos from here and send them to you guys, because I don't always have the bandwidth to meet you guys at the dojo and do challenges. But I could always throw a challenge in. I have one of the kids there, so you can, include some juniors on the challenge.
Yeah. No, I mean, like,
use them whenever you want.
I mean, like, challenges for gibbets, challenges.
Yeah,
like,
I still have this whole thing over here.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to have more fun videos, because I
still have this whole thing from last year. Oh my god!
But so you mentioned, right?
No, so what I mean,
I still have all of these.
What I mean is like, like each month we have one of those challenges, like a competition.
Be for the gibbet, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's a better way to say it. So like a tutorial, a competition, some kind of fun video, and obviously our podcast.
Yeah.
So that's 3 videos outside of our podcast every single month.
And it could be the days where we have, because we talked about it not being just a podcast show, which is fine. So we have like a shortened podcast one Sunday, and then the other half of that same time frame, we do one of the challenges. So we don't have to recreate new time necessarily, but
we just use what we have. Yeah.
Like I said, I've become comfortable with the idea of this being like a podcast / video.
Yeah.
As opposed to us being 80% podcast and 20% everything else.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm okay with the podcast doing what it's doing.
Yeah,
we were never going to change that.
We want that success to continue, and then just add different other success channels somewhere else. Right? We don't want this to go down and the other one to go up. We want it to stay where it's at.
Yeah.
We'll get better.
We just gotta get consistent with the other content, and then the techniques of the week, and then we got to post it Instagram every day.
That's you got,
day.
yeah.
And if you guys have any ideas for us, leave them in the comments below. We are always open to it. We like to, foster the community. Help us out
Every
here.
idea.
Give us some ideas.
Listen,
everything.
we'll
There's no bad ideas.
Only bad people.
Only bad people.
Why'd you look right?
I don't think that's how the expression is. There's no bad ideas. Only bad people.
Yeah, that's how that works. No, that's how that works. That's fine. Nope. No bad people. Only people that don't like Crocs.
Same thing.
Not bad. They just haven't seen the light yet.
Exactly. Yep. We still have to convert them.
Dave, when you were checking on the noise, I was saying to Steve that one of the questions that came up from one of my family members is, with the amount of Crocs that we talk and reference, a Croc guide. And I was
here for that.
No, but I was thinking, with the guide, once we have all the terminology down, you guys make a jingle of all the different types that we kind of get into people's heads. And then
we're going to become like a Weird Al channel.
I
I would
Do
prefer
it.
to sing as little as possible. So no.
What'd you say? As much as possible?
No. 2025 years Steve singing.
No.
You got so many compliments, and no lie.
Listen,
Kids loved you.
I still have the hymn and the Crocs written and ready.
Yes, and that was agreed to. After that, no.
I don't understand why you would turn down something you're doing really well at. Like people really enjoy it.
No.
They do. No, but they really do. They're enjoying
That's great.
it.
That's all. I love that they enjoyed it. That's why we're going to keep it to a minimum, because then it'll be more special when it actually happens.
No, that's not how supply and demand works.
Exactly how it works.
You have to give it to people while it's hot and interesting, and then don't let it fade away.
Yeah.
Well, that was good.
But definitely, we got to
Keep
post
it minimal.
every day. At least like either one of
We'll
us.
find a
go
way
on
to
kick,
make it
you know,
happen.
get
We'll make it
submissions.
happen. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna, because what about personal resolutions aside from the channel? Let's get deep into our souls, gentlemen. What's your personal resolution? Nick, what's your personal resolution? What are you going to change in 2025 to make yourself a better person, a better human being? Or not, whatever.
Yeah, no, always. I really do. So I'm not going to go into work stuff, but there's a lot going on there, and it's all good.
No, nobody cares about your work.
Yeah,
Nobody cares about your job.
But on the personal side, definitely re-grasping my physical fitness. So running every week of some car, walking, running, like slowly getting
You
back
can
into
join. I mean, we do a nice 3 miles every Wednesday.
yeah, but
This is
I
true.
would not be able. Maybe at some point, but there would be zero chance of me properly keeping up with you guys. I'd be just walking by myself. I'd be driving to your house.
What did you just say? What did the Shadow Half chimed in with that? What did you say, Shadow Half?
No idea. We don't listen to her. She's in the shadows.
She said it's not nice with us guys. We run too fast.
Yes, but she would run faster than I would.
Wait. It's not nice with me and you?
Yes, because we run too fast.
Oh, you're not nice to her? You don't kind of hang out with her for a little bit?
She doesn't run with us. She's at work.
Someone's
It's
gotta
Steve,
work.
me, and the
Yeah,
baby.
she's not working. Yeah, that's true.
People think we're a nice couple running through the neighborhood.
That's so funny. Dave goes to like a neighbor's event, brings Kelsey, and like, oh, it's nice to see you. Where's your husband, though, Dave?
They only ever see me running the neighborhood with the baby, or
You and
me and
Steve.
Steve running the neighborhood with the baby. So,
Like, oh, is
true.
this your sister or your cousin?
That's true.
Where's Steve?
So you can join us for a nice run. We'll slow down for you.
No, you mean you're gonna crawl? That's what you guys would need to be at this point. But
We'll just
anyway,
have to convince Declan to slow down.
that's a goal for me this year, is to get my cardio way back up to where it needs to be. I feel comfortable in sparring on Fridays, but again, if I needed to really push it and I need to really test myself, I'm not there yet. So I want to get back to that point.
Every other Thursday night, you can move with the big boys.
I know. I hear you. I love it.
I consider me one of the big boys.
That's humorous at its best.
I hope he's not talking about us. Like we are not the big boys.
So fitness is a big goal for you, huh?
It is. It is in the new year. Yep. I think that I got to get back on top of that proactively versus kind of like, every once in a while I'm getting there and I'm not. So that is a big one for me. How about you guys?
Is it on me? Are we on me?
Sure. We can go to you first, and then we'll wrap it up with Steve. So go ahead, Dave.
Think hard, Steven. Think hard.
So you first, Dave.
Okay. It's on me. I don't know. I said Steven look contemplative. Personal resolutions. I'm just looking forward to, honestly, getting this marathon out of the way, so that I can kind of switch up my training a little bit. I'm still going to run every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I'm going to do a split of 4 miles on Monday, 3 miles with Steve on Wednesday, and then 5 to 6 every Friday. So I'm not going to be doing the really long distances. That's my goal, is to not do the really long distance unless I'm training for something that requires a longer. But just maintaining that, I'll be ready for it. That's a good, like if I want to go do a half marathon, I don't have to change that at all. I can do 4, 3, 6 and be fine. Nice. So that's like, and then the change up in that is changing the running and then really getting the calisthenics and the martial arts back on track the way I want. So getting back to training on Tuesdays and Thursdays, alternating Thursday morning, Thursday night, every other week. So, because the guys get together every other Thursday. So the other Thursdays where we're not getting together at night, I'd like to get together in the morning with Steve like we used to do.
Ah,
Um,
yes.
so that's going to be a goal of mine, is to get back on the stick with that. And it's just, finding time in the days that I'm not running, because running's the easiest thing to do with Declan.
Right, because it's a stroller and you push him.
Then I put him in the
Right
stroller and
now.
I go. Yeah, I mean, it'll be easy no matter what, because I just throw him in the stroller.
No, I'm saying for now that he's in the stroller still. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that driving stroller goes up to like 3 or 4 years old. Like, I could throw him in that for
That's
a while.
cool.
And then most of my running friends that had strollers are like, oh, the kids wanted to go in the stroller and go for a run.
Yeah,
As
down
long
the
as you're
line,
doing
especially if they're
manageable
used to
distances.
it.
He's not going to want to do like 13, 14 miles, but the manageable distances, it's easy. But I want to get that back to the point where, like, even if I have to get up earlier when he's still asleep and get the workouts in when he's asleep, that's what I'm do. Like, just so I can change up the training a little bit. And then the other thing is just household projects. I just got so many household projects that need doing. So we've been slowly
Always
checking them
do.
off the list, but this year I really want to get the backyard done. Like, that's the goal. I
Summertime,
want to
baby.
have the backyard done by summer, hopefully, so like I can entertain in the backyard.
Nice.
Plus, as the kid gets
Fun.
older, obviously he likes being outside. So
That's
having the
awesome.
yard for him to play in, I mean, nobody plays in it, but having it nicer,
Nice. That's cool.
Less
safer.
hazardous. Would
Says
be nice.
the shadow house says having it safer.
Safer,
it's
yep,
never
for
too
sure.
bad.
Yep,
Kids will
less hazardous.
Kids will find the trouble. They'll find
I
the
like
one.
how she says safer, as I plan to build my spear toss even better than it was.
You need to build a kid-friendly one, like a smaller one that where it's like styrofoam and then it connect, and then it's kind of sticks to the pad versus hitting it for the kids. For the kids. Yes.
No.
We'll work on
No,
it.
we don't baby them. They throw the real spear and they throw nothing.
There you go.
You're
Embrace your
fine.
And then
roots.
I do want to get I do want to have a really good Spartan race this year.
Yes.
Last year was a good recovery year because I was coming off an injury, but I was starting to get back together.
Yes.
This year I really want to hit the Spartan races harder.
That's going to be definitely do a competitive sport.
Oh yeah, Steve, you would do really well.
No, you're doing it with
Steve,
me.
an animal. If you don't know,
you're doing it with me. Said you would.
Oh, I know, but you're an animal, so you're going to do really well.
Oh, you're trying to compete this year, Steve, versus just run it?
Well, we wanted to do one where instead of doing it for fun, like we'll do it in the age group, not like the full on, like.
So they have
professional bracket.
They have like a professional bracket.
Yeah, not that
right
one.
Below that, they have a competitive bracket.
Yeah, just
Nice.
age group is what it's called. Yeah, it's just
so it's age group. So but it's competitive. So like
you get timed and you get
right. So a good example is Danielle, who runs with us, D, who got really into this. She's done a couple competitors without us. Dude, she's like third in the nation in like her age group at that level. Like,
nice.
And she's she's not like at the professional level, like those guys that are like
the ones that get money, like cash prizes.
But if you're third in the nation in competitive, I bet you she can get in the top 100 or 200.
Yeah, no doubt.
Probably.
I think she's an animal. But like, for reference, like she thinks Steve's a beast too.
We just want to do a race.
You watch him tackle obstacles, and it doesn't even sweat him.
We would like to do a race where we don't stop at the top of the hill to wait for people. Like,
you just go.
We want to do a race where we literally are just go the entire
now,
time.
Are you and Dave going to be able to compete together because of the age restriction? I'm serious.
No, you can run together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You start at the same time and everything. It's just like you'll get your place by, I've been competing against 40 and older.
Yep.
Or actually, God, 40. I'm 40. I'll be 42 in March. So I forget how that breaks down.
Yeah, there's like different age brackets. Yeah,
there's brackets.
Oh, so your scores will just be ranked against your bracket. Got it.
Exactly.
The only two people that would actually be in the same bracket would be Kelsey and me. But Kelsey is not really interested in doing competitive.
Okay.
I just want to do one.
Because they're the only two people that are like the same age. Everybody else on our team is very vastly different age-wise.
Yep. I just want to do one.
Like Steve's 15 years younger than me. Alex is the same age as Kelsey. And I do divide by men and women too. So you're competing against, like, they'll give you the category men. Steve would probably be 18 to 29.
I have to look it up. That wouldn't really matter too much to me, honestly. I would more just.
So when are you guys looking to do it?
Probably in the warmer weather. At least sometime when it's like not like blistering hot in the middle of the summer.
Like May, maybe June.
Yeah, we'll try to find, at least it has to be something in the area, obviously, that we don't got to travel too far for, but.
Yeah. I have a whole list of races in my calendar.
Yeah, we'd find a way to do it. I'd probably want to have it be a sprint. I wouldn't want to have to do one of the longer races full tilt. That just wouldn't be fun either way. The shorter races would probably be a little bit more manageable.
That you can make it to work that week.
Yeah, exactly. Right, still be able to recover. But yeah, that's probably the biggest goal of 2025 is to get that done. Do a competitive one and see our time, like when we're actually trying.
Awesome.
I got one for Steve.
Got one for me.
Yes, I had a resolution for you.
Oh, thank you so much for picking one out for me. Go ahead.
Yeah,
we talked about it before. We talked about filming a video on it.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is him of the Crocs?
No.
No.
Steve's journey to higher kicks.
Oh, the 30 days to better kick thing where we have to. Oh, that's right. We've had that one on the content list for a while. That's right.
That's going to be. I mean, what a perfect time. New Year's.
No, you're absolutely right for sure.
So
that's actually a good one to do
this.
Well, Dave's going to create it for me.
Yeah. Well, there's several programs. I have a couple.
So Dave's just going to like make an amalgamation of all the stuff that he's learned and stuff like that.
I have a couple different ones.
And then I'm going to take 30 days and we're literally I'm going to film each day comparing the kicks and show them. And then it'll be one video.
You're going to keep a little Steve diary.
And there should be audience participation. Anyone that wants to join, like we can share it ahead of time and then everybody try it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll probably do that. We'll tell them which month we're going to do it in, and then we'll keep track of that. And we can release little shorts each day as well.
It's honestly a resolution for me too, because my kicks have gotten lower with age.
My kicks are high until my hips are not.
Everything okay over there?
He was not happy with his side kick in front of the tree. He was not happy with it at all.
Did you measure it out from last year's, and it's like 2 inches lower than last year's?
No, he just said he didn't chamber it properly. He didn't like the way it looked. It kind of looked like he kind of dragged.
It wasn't properly chambered and snapped the way I expect of myself.
No, fair enough. Well, it's okay to hold yourself to high standards. That's good.
No, it's true. You have to.
I do want to start doing that a little bit more too. It's like filming my technique, because then you can analyze your own technique.
You can really critique it better.
I don't like how that looked. So
nice.
I do want to try and get like going back to Nick. Let's get some couple of guests of people that we don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100%.
We got a couple like track aficionados.
Yep. If any of you guys out there watching or listening have any ideas for guests, or you know people that think would make a good guest, comment below. Let us know, because we could definitely use some ideas in that realm as well. And
maybe we throw out a little Hail Mary pass to like a manager of like a Crocs store or something, and see if they jump on the show. Like an actual Crocs.
Most of the time, those people though, they're not really officially like with Crocs. It's just they manage the store. I guess I could still go with it, but
still
be something.
I mean,
we should reach out to that Douglas guy, the guy with the raw record for
for most pairs of Crocs. That'd be a good one to have him on.
And what was that one from a martial arts perspective? That one fitness girl that you said is actually local, Steve. That you guys are commented with.
AJ Kicks.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yep. See if we can't get.
We should reach out to her. Maybe see if she wants to do a little podcast.
Yes, we got plans. We got plans for some guests. That's great. Awesome. Well, there, gentlemen. I think it's. I can't say the line. I'm not allowed. It's not my line.
Wow, Steve looks like he's like convulsing.
Yeah, he's stuck in space.
Is your computer glitching? What's happening?
I'm fine on my end. Everything looks fine on my end.
Time to.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's because he's waiting for you.
I'm waiting for you.
Oh. What are you waiting for me for? Just spit out what you want to say, man. You don't have to wait for my permission.
I want you to say the line.
That line.
We said
All
it.
right, folks, that's all we have time for today. We're gonna end it there.
Let's get this Croc into comfort mode, everybody.
And so ends the final episode of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen,
are real.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your continued support. It means the world to us. Nick literally has hearts flying up around him right now because of how much he loves you guys.
But Dave loves you from the bottom of his Crocs.
He does. He loves you from the bottom of his Crocs. Thank you guys so much. We have, like we just heard us talking about, we got so much planned for the year 2025. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for everything that we got going on, because it's going to be a big year for us that we're actually going to make this start to happen. We're going to hit the ground running.
Calendar. I have a calendar this year, and we're going to sit down and we're going to plan out filming.
Nick is having a lot of fun with these.
Crocs.
We have
everywhere.
goals. We have.
There'll be Crocs everywhere.
Yeah, the Crocs everywhere.
The difference between what we said last year, where we want to do this, and this year is that we have a battle plan of at least 3 videos a month.
We got a lot more specific with the goals. That's for sure.
Once we know we got to get something done, we get it done. Like
we get it done.
The how Nick Stole Crocsmas, we got.
That done record time. So we can make this happen. But if you guys haven't already, to keep up with all these sorts of things, you should follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Kickin Crocs, KICKIN.in.Crocs.
CROCS.
The best.
Subscribe to us on YouTube to watch the video versions of this podcast and all the awesome content that we have coming out. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Say it again, because when I'm talking, you can't hear me.
On Threads.
Yes, us and the other 3 people on Threads.
Don't do that. Don't do Threads. I don't advertise. I have not advertised Threads in literally the entirety of 2024.
Threads, baby, we're on the Threads.
Stop talking about Threads. We don't do Threads.
Threads is dead. Blue Sky.
Threads is dead. What was I saying? Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment below if you have any opinions on anything we talked about, any ideas for us, any guest ideas for us. Let us know down in the comment section. Plus, it helps us out when you comment. It boosts our video so that YouTube knows that you liked it, so they show it to other people, and then they like it, and they show it to other people, and then they like it, and that's how our audience expands. So help us. Give us a comment.
Expand the audience.
Expand the audience. Help us. Until next time. Until next year. I've been Steve.
Always Dave.
Still Nick.
I thought I was going to forget his line there.
What is it?
Yeah.
Do it.
By the way, a lot of people commented that they really like the old man Nick with the double click.
Really?
I got a couple people that are like, that one was top notch.
Because it was too accurate?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
All right, it's time, or else we'll never stop. You stay kicking, internet.
Kickin' Crocs.